it.
Yeah, because that's what usually happens. You usually don't tell us.
Oh, now I do.
Well, speaking of the Samsung girl, I hate this. I hate this trend already.
I like the trend.
No, you don't.
Why? What's so bad about it?
Do you want to see what's so bad about it?
Yeah.
Alright then. I warned you.
Samsung girl.
I'm not clicking general chat.
I'm not putting it in general chat.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm sending it directly. I warned you, Wind.
How do you want to explain it?
We don't have to talk about it. The viewers don't have to know. This is our secret. I warned you didn't like the trend.
It's based.
It's kind of based, actually.
With accessories.
Anyways, welcome everyone to the Jesus Christ.
The Samsung podcast. Where we
shut
talk
up.
about the Samsung podcast where we talk about X-Men, VTubers, and Nekopara, and everything but Fire Emblem.
We talked about Fire Emblem enough last time.
Yeah, we spent a whole episode on Fire Emblem.
That wasn't last time?
Last time was Turfle.
We spent 2 episodes on Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, last time it was with Turfle. Because it wasn't on a Tuesday night. That's what's throwing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, what, Monday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday morning. We were all just tired as fuck.
Oh my god. I think it's the most tired I've been. It's the most tired, not that I've ever been, but I've been in a long time.
Yeah. Most tired I've ever been is probably one of my 24-hour streams. Actually, no. Most tired I've ever been, one time in like grade 12, I was really sick and I stayed up for 3 days straight. Because I would just, as soon as I would start to fall asleep, I would just start coughing for like 10 minutes straight. It was horrible.
Yeah, I don't think I've stayed up past 48 hours. That seems pretty intense.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
The longest I've ever stayed up is 4 straight days.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that.
I don't know how I did it. It was bad. I felt like death.
Me when Guilty Gear Strive drops.
Yeah. You when Guilty Gear Strive drops. I've been schmixed again. I can't believe I got backdash potbustered again.
Have you guys ever faked being sick to play a video game?
Oh, absolutely.
I just didn't go to school.
Well,
I didn't fake being sick. I just didn't go.
No, I mean before that, you know, like.
One time I faked being sick to play GTA Online because it was coming out. And then the servers were so bad, I didn't even get into the game the whole day. I was just sitting there, stayed home from school, and then I couldn't even play the game.
Guilty Gear Strive moment.
Why the servers are gonna be bad?
The beta.
Yo,
the beta started out with
amazing.
Yeah, so the net play and everything, the net code is great. It's rollback, so it's like it feels pretty much like offline.
It's not just rollback.
Mm-hmm.
It is the best
rollback. Yeah.
Like,
but the servers suck. The servers are ass because they didn't work.
We can assume that on full release they'll be better.
Yeah,
that's what the betas are for. Mm-hmm. I can excuse server instability in a beta. I cannot excuse this motherfucking RuneScape head-ass, Terraria-looking, blocky, fucking shitty-ass lobby system.
Yeah, I hate the lobby so much.
I would have rather just had Grand Blue, Xrd, or DBFZ again if they want their asinine, like, social lobbies.
Xrd had the best lobby system, like, in any fighting game ever.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they just keep it?
The Rev 2 one? Am I thinking of... Did Xrd have a different one than Rev 2?
I'm talking about Rev 2. Like, the little arcade machines.
Yeah, Grand Blue has that too. Dragon Ball's a little different because everyone is an arcade machine in that. You go up to them and select a fight in some of the lobbies. And then, like, BB Tag has It doesn't have arcade machines. It has areas on the map you stand, and you can like walk up to that area. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
You're talking about the menus?
No, these are like in-game social lobbies. So you control little characters, and you can like walk around and emote, and like talk to people. Like I haven't used many of the other ones, but BB Tag, there's a chat, and whenever you speak in the chat, you have like a text box that comes above your head. So like I just walked in and people have been having whole ass conversations. It's really cool. Like there's like you can dance and stuff.
My favorite thing about Rev 2 is there's an option like there's like you can say stuff and then there's like the pre like there's like pre-made stuff that you can just like input a message and it'll say like good games or something. One of them is let's go play Blaze Blue Central Fiction instead.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's really funny.
That's amazing. BB Tag has stuff like that, but instead it has like stickers that pop up and you do a unique emote. Mm-hmm. So you do like a good game emote, or you'll do like a bow, or like and then like whenever you beat someone, you do like this little like punchy uppercut thing, and you like pop off, and they do like they go into like a shocked, like knocked expression, like, oh, what the fuck, how'd you beat me? I can't believe you kicked my ass at this video game. I'll get you next time. You know, it's really cute.
Yeah.
That's a laptop.
And you can fucking like cut like buy custom skins for your Abbies, so you can walk around as Joker Adachi. And then you could be Joker Adachi in game too. Yeah, you can have a double society team. You can do Adachi and what is his name who has like the snake grapple from BB?
Oh, Hazama.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Hakumen, but he's the sword boy.
Mm-hmm.
But you can be Hazama and Adachi, and they both have Joker colors.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. You can be Team Society.
Fun fact about Hakumen. Do you know who he is?
Like lore?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain to you. The only thing I know about BB lore at all is that Mai was once a dude, and she wants to fuck the squirrel.
What?
That Mai was reincarnated as a chick and wants to fuck the squirrel. That's all I know.
Like that girl with the big tits?
Yeah.
With the spear,
She was a dude?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then she
didn't
get reincarnated.
No, but it's
I think it was
weird, champ.
I think it was 9. I don't know. Someone magically.
Because doesn't her original body die? Because I remember I read through the wiki, and in game and in the manga, it's different. Like in game, I think she gets just transformed, but in the manga, skimming through the wiki, she like dies. I believe, like her original body's dead.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly. Also, there's a lot of images on the Wikipedia article I went through, and it makes me want to read the BB manga because this shit is spicy.
Of course it is.
I hope we get another BB game.
Yeah, me too. Central Fiction 2, please. Or just give it one back and revive it.
Give me Blaze Blue Strive. 3D graphical overhaul. Make it look super pretty.
Nah.
No, I'd love to see what they can do with BB in 3D. I mean, if they can make Gear look good in 3D, they can make anything look good in 3D.
Gear has literally always been 3D.
Well, it's the same thing they do with Blaze Blue. They start out with a 3D model and then they draw sprites over it. They did that for Gear. They did it for Blaze Blue.
No, Blaze Blue has always been just 2D art. Guilty Gear is 3D models. Blaze Blue is 2D art.
XX is pixel art. They just use 3D models as a base and draw pixel art over it. It's the same thing they do for Blaze Blue. They do it for all of their pixel games.
Not Blaze Blue.
From Guilty Gear X onwards, that's how they've always done it. Because it's way more cost efficient.
Mm-hmm. For the Guilty Gear games. They're two different teams. They do like really different.
They also did the same thing for Persona. They did 3D models, and then they painted sprites over top of those models. because it's way easier to direct a sprite like a sprite artist using models instead of just going like trying to crudely draw it out yourself. And it makes it so the artist working on the sprites can very quickly and easily compare art and go, hey, what if we did this instead of this, and make small adjustments without like completely having to redesign everything. And then, you know, at the end of it, instead of using the 3D model, they use the pixel art they drew. It's big brain. It's the same thing they did for SNK, no, H&K, I think is what it is. But yeah, Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. And the same thing they did for Persona. From what I understand, it was done for both BB, and I know for a fact it was done for GGXX. I don't think it was done for X or original Guilty Gear. And I think any of their other Pixel games they've done, they did it like that.
Yeah.
Which is why they were so used to using 3D when they turned around and made fucking Xrd and made the prettiest game ever. Until they beat it with Fighters, and then they beat it again with Grand Blue, and then they beat it again with Strive. Where do they go now? Like, how do you make a game that looks better than Strive? You make BB in 3D, that's how you do it.
No, you make Strive, but with a good UI.
True.
The
Strive
UI
is
is so
UI.
boring.
Yeah, it's really bad.
The whole point of Guilty Gear is everything is over-designed as shit. And they're just like basic-ass everything. So lame.
I think the UI looks fine on some maps. Like, some stages, when it like kind of blends into the background, it looks real pretty. But
I mean,
doesn't
like,
feel gear. Like, it
What do you mean
doesn't
by UI?
feel...
Like the energy?
Like, the health bars,
the health
and
bars,
stuff
the
like that.
timer, the burst, the
I actually really
tension
like
meter, just all that.
I like I like tension. I like the way the tension meter looks.
I don't mind it.
Which one's the tension meter?
Tension meter is the little
like
green one at the bottom, and then when it gets halfway and fully filled up, there's two different gears that pop up. I'm a big fan of that. I really like the way tension looks in this game.
The game looks really good. I'm looking at the screen.
Yeah, the game's so pretty. I hate the round system. The hearts are so confusing because they're the reverse of what I'm used to.
Yeah, everyone was complaining about that when it started. I think it's fine. I just think it's just too simplistic of designs.
The hearts are dumb because it takes a non-problem and tries to fix it. The round timer or round
just trying
counters.
something new.
Well, listen, they tried something new 3 times and it didn't work. Maybe you should just make it so the hearts count upwards.
I mean, I think everyone knows, like, what you're looking like. Like, what are you just gonna forget that you won a round or lost a round or something? Like,
yes, that happens at the top level. Evo 2017, Guilty Gear, literally won because he popped off Game 5. He popped off after winning round 2 because he thought he won or Game 2. I mean, no, yeah, round 2. Milia versus Zato, I think it was. He popped off because he was like, "Oh, I won." He forgot that he had narrowly lost round 1. And he popped off, and his opponent was like, "I'm just gonna fucking do 70% right now while you're standing still, and put you in Milia, Oki." It's a legendary moment.
I think I have seen that actually.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And then he just lost.
Yeah, I mean, he basically started the game with Milia on top of him, putting him in a 7-way mix-up, and him having 30% life left as Zato. That's a terrible place to be.
Basically. He's just guaranteed to lose, pretty much.
Yeah,
Not
he would have to play...
but...
He would have to play the best Guilty Gear of his life in order to win that.
Completely off topic. So, I was doing I was playing through FE11, and I was like, fuck it. Marth solo, hard 3, right? I beat it. The thing is, at the end, well, okay. Well, what do you guys think? If you're doing a Marth solo, how do you guys feel about the use of Zane?
Zane is another Marth.
Exactly. That's my thought process too.
I think if you think it's fair to use them, then you can use them.
And I was also using warp because, warp.
Then it's not a tree Marth solo, if he didn't take every step on his own, fucking who cares? It's a fun thing. The fucking Fire Emblem Council isn't gonna show up, steal your waifu body pillow, and beat you to a pulp over it.
Correct, because I don't have a waifu body pillow, so they'll just show up and beat me to a pulp.
Okay, they're not gonna show up. Bring a waifu body pillow, give it to you for 3 months, then take it away.
Shit. Hey man, if I just get some strange ass, big ass pillow in the mail, I know what's coming. That's all I'm saying.
Copy, what's your address?
I better be Klein.
Oh,
I voted for him.
what's the dragon lolly from Dragon Maid's name again?
Parrish, I think.
I'm gonna send you the biggest one of her. Kana. I'm gonna send you the biggest Kana Daki I can find.
I'm never telling you my address.
It's gonna get caught up in customs and they're gonna trace it back to me. It's gonna be my last episode of the podcast.
But she's a dragon. So.
Shut.
Yeah, 400 something years old.
16 million years old. Yeah. Fucking.
God, it's my favorite fucking excuse. It's so funny.
That excuse is like.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Excuse.
It's a funny ass excuse. Similar, it made me think of fucking that's a lot of lions. Just that level of like stupid. And to be fair, that's a lot of lions.
That's a lot. Hey, to be fair, she's 400,000 years old. Every time you say that's a lot of lions, I'm gonna respond with that now.
Pain. Or something else. Oh! Did you guys see, the revival series that's coming out? Oh my god.
The what?
They're doing a revival series for iCarly.
Oh yeah, I heard about that a while ago.
I watched the trailer.
Let me just get my katana. It's time for honorable suicide. I actually don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the back of my room, and I don't feel like looking for it. It's a gift from a friend of mine before he left for college, actually.
Hmm.
I haven't spoken to him in almost a year. I tried to get a hold of him the other day, and nothing. Sad life.
Damn. What are we
I
talking
can't believe they're
about?
making a fucking iCarly revival series.
That's what we were talking about, yeah. But, yeah, no Gibby.
Pain?
No point, right? Okay, I just want to say, okay, so, from the trailer, it's weird how the same most of the characters look. Spencer looks like he hasn't aged a fucking day. Which is crazy.
He looks like he hasn't aged a day since Drake and Josh.
Fair.
Like, this man's immortal. I think he found the secret.
And then, what's her name? Miranda Cosgrove? That's her?
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks, I don't know, like taller pretty much. That's it.
She hasn't done anything since.
Now, Freddy. Mans has a full fucking beard.
Oh, I hope he goes full neck beard. I want him to be I want them to write him as a neckbeard incel Redditor, and then every episode I want them to go, okay, Redditor, or okay, gamer TM.
Well, the thing is, it's like, obviously it's more adult oriented, because they're adults now.
Oh.
Like they're like drinking beer and stuff.
I can't wait for the arc where the
weird.
arc where Freddy and Carly walk in on Sam doing heroin.
Actually, no, Sam is not in it.
I don't know what iCarly is about. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not about anything.
Do they have like a podcast or something?
They do an internet show every like 20 episodes, or like an episode about the internet show. I think every episode opens with them doing their internet show though.
Yeah.
It's not good though. It's really bad. Like when I was a kid, I was like, "Oh, this is dope," but it's not good.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird seeing Miranda Cosgrove not being an asshole because I watched Drake and Josh. She was like an asshole in that show.
Yeah.
Her best role is in School of Rock though, and she's an asshole in that movie too.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's been so long.
I've never seen that movie.
You should, especially if you like Jack Black, like as a person, because he carries that movie.
He's pretty cool.
Like that whole movie is just about it's about everybody, like the whole class, and there's a lot of great moments with all the other characters. But that is Jack Black's, in my opinion, it's his best work. Like a lot of people love Tenacious D. This is Jack Black, like the weird mix of being like a kid friendly actor and being like an adult actor, and just being a fucking funny weirdo. He's like teaching these kids about like how to rock out and be metal, and he's like says shit like, "Those riffs melt my fucking face off." I don't think he says fucking, but it's really good. It's a really good movie. I would recommend it.
Mayhaps I will watch it then.
And like, this isn't 12-year-old Paul was like, "This movie's fucking slaps." No, I watched this movie recently, and it still slaps.
Yeah, I like watching, like, well, this was a childhood movie, and then watching it, I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't just like a nostalgia thing. This movie's actually just good.
Yeah, that's always a good feeling.
Like, dude,
It doesn't happen often,
Monsters
though.
Inc. Shoutouts to Monsters Inc.
Straight up, that movie fucking slaps.
So good.
Yo,
That
what is
movie
the
I
reverse of a shout-out? What's the reverse of a shout-out?
In what? In baseball?
No, so a shout-out's like, "Yo, this thing's pretty dope." What's the opposite of that?
Well, shout-out is like, shoutouts to...
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck Monsters University. That movie is a sin.
Oh, yeah, fair.
It's a crime against humanity. It's so bad.
I liked it when it came out, and then I watched it again, and I was like, oh, no, why did I like this?
I don't even remember it. I just remember not liking it.
Yeah, it's kind of cheeks, kind of ass, kind of garbo, kind of stinky poo-poo bad. Big issue.
Yeah, I watched the original one like on repeat as a kid.
It's
Go
a
over and over
golden
again.
movie.
Yeah. That one is so good.
There's not a lot of
There's
movies I
just-
watch as a kid that are so good, and it makes me sad.
Hmm?
I never want to watch a movie I liked as a kid, because I don't want to watch it, go back and go, "Man, this sucks," and then like I stop enjoying it. I like thinking to myself, "That was a good movie."
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone always liked Finding Nemo, but I was the only one who liked.
No,
Shark Tale
that
more.
movie's dick. Both those movies are
Aw.
dick, but I love Shark
Finding
Tale.
Nemo's
I love Shark Tale. There's
Shark
there's like a
Tale.
gang of
Shark Tale is
mafia
it's
sharks. Like
so bad, but I love it.
yeah, there's so many big name actors and stuff.
I know, right? And then Finding Nemo is just a boring movie.
Yeah, I like Shark Tale more.
Shark Tale was a train wreck,
Okay,
but a
Shark
train wreck was
Tale-
more fun than paint drying.
Okay, hold on. Shark Tale is like ironically way better because like ironically it's probably the best movie ever made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, Birdemic.
it is the Room of animated movies. It's America's Garcia's Wing.
Okay, so like you say The Room, but The Room isn't even like the best bad movie.
No, but when I think of good bad movies, when you think of like culturally significant good bad movies, you think
Troll
of The Room.
2.
What?
Troll 2.
The fuck is that?
It is
I've never heard of any of these movies.
Oh, you've never heard of The Room?
No, I've never
That's
heard
the
of
one with I did not hit her. I did not.
Right, I did not hit-
Oh hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
You never seen that?
I've never
Or
heard
that
of that.
clip? I
It's
haven't
so
seen the
good.
movie, but I've seen some clips of it.
The movie is almost impossible. Like, it's hard to watch. Sometimes it's so bad that if you have a strong cringe receptor, you're not gonna be able to sit through that movie. You're gonna cringe so hard.
I love watching bad movies. They're so silly.
If you want to
But,
watch a
like-
bad anime, Garzy's Wing. It's so bad, but it's so funny. There's a scene where a main character, instead of them animating him walking, they take a JPEG and slide it across the screen. Like, that's not an exaggeration or a joke. They literally just take the JPEG and slide it across the screen. And there's a point where, because they're just using a mouse to slide it, it slightly goes up and back down. It's so funny.
Okay,
It's so bad. And
pretty bad.
it has a mid-90s dub.
Oh.
So you know it's terrible.
Well, hold on a minute. You know,
Because there are
Cowboy
two or
Bebop.
three... Because there are like 2 dubs from the mid-90s that are good, doesn't mean dubs from the mid-90s were good.
Well, yeah, I wasn't saying they're good. I'm just...
When you say a dub from the mid-90s, the first thing you think is Cowboy Bebop. The second thing you think is, oh, everything else was terrible.
I've heard Trigun's dub is really good.
Trigun didn't get dubbed till like 2001, I don't think. I don't think it got dubbed until after it was
Also-
like over halfway done.
Also, Evangelion dub exists.
The Ava dub's okay.
Evangelion great.
I don't think it's that good. Like, okay. I have a serious, like, I don't like dubs in general very much.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, the Ava dub for a dub is pretty good. But I would never watch it over the original.
I definitely would, because like stuff like Asuka, it's like, oh wow, she's speaking in Japanese, in the Japanese. Yeah, that makes sense. But in English, she just like sometimes she'll just speak German
Yeah,
It's
that
kinda
is nice.
pog.
That's a really good touch.
because she's just like angry and like screaming in German, and it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. You know?
It's a really nice touch. Do they do subtitles for the dub when she starts speaking in German?
Yeah.
Do they tell you? Okay. Because if they just have her screaming incoherent German and you miss out on what she's saying, and Ava being a series where, you know, dialogue is so important, that would suck. Man, I haven't watched the Ava dub in a long time. And I don't remember if I finished it. Isn't the Netflix one like a lot of the same voice actors, but it's not
No.
as good?
No, it's completely different cast.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
They redubbed it.
yeah, they redubbed it because
Wait,
of licensing
Wendy Lee's
issues.
not in it at all?
I don't think so. No.
Wow. She
Also,
was like the face of the Ava dub for the longest time.
Fly Me to the Moon isn't the ED.
Yeah, I know! I
That's
heard
so
about
fucked.
that! That is messed up.
Also, shout
like
outs to
having-
Ava for like the Fly Me to the Moon, like the different versions of it. They're so nice, except for Asuka's version. That version's terrible.
You can suck my dick.
What?
You can,
No.
everything Asuka is good. It doesn't matter if the singer
Have
is
you
bad.
heard it?
It
It's like
doesn't
a
matter.
Weird pop
It
version.
doesn't matter if it's bad. It's Asuka, so it's good.
Masato's better.
You're a fucking bitch. Alright, you alcoholic MILF lover.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
point. Actually, yeah. I can't even say anything. I love Misato. Just as long as we agree Ray is worst girl.
Yeah.
And that's not even a
I-
knock against Ray. I think she's a
Yeah.
great character.
I don't. It's funny because like I've never been a huge fan of the kudere archetype, like the
I love
emotionless characters. Until I watched not Evangelion.
Mhm.
After that, I watched Haruhi, which
Yeah.
my second favorite character in all of anime is one, and she's quite base.
I mean, she's probably the best Kudere.
So goated.
She's up there.
Oh my god, that show's so good. There's literally not a person in the world I wouldn't recommend to watch Haruhi. Just, you know what? If you're bitch made, skip the Endless 8, whatever.
I think you should watch the Endless 8 the first time.
Yeah, you should.
I think there's merit to it.
There is
but
merit
I also
to
understand.
it.
I also understand not wanting to
like...
waste so much of your life watching it, because it's what, 4 hours? You can watch because it's 8 episodes, right? So it's like 4 hours almost. 27 minutes.
That's like,
or 22 minutes.
It's only like 3 hours.
Yeah, but you can watch an entire, like, you can watch all of Redline in that time, and then some.
Yeah.
Like, you can watch Redline, take a shit, and then, like, tweet something out.
Like a...
But, speaking of Kudere, what got me to like the Kudere archetype so much was, if you've ever seen Plastic Memories,
I've heard it's really good, though.
It is constantly vying for my #1 spot with 2 other shows. But the main character, Isla, she starts out as a Kudere. She's not a Kudere. But she's like the archetypical white-haired Kudere, kind of like you would see in Angel Beats, like that kind of character.
Oh yeah, like Kanade, yeah.
Yeah, she's like her. But she's a lot more than that. She's just, and even in the beginning, you can see she's not Kudere at all outside of her absolute introduction, because she's a very emotional character, and that's important. It's good. I don't want to talk about Plastic Memories too much, because I'm going to either start spoiling it and crying, or just crying. You should watch it. It's very good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have watched it 6 times now, I think, and I think I've cried every single time.
Damn.
It's... Have you ever read or watched The Fault in Our Stars?
No.
I know what it's about, but never.
Plastic Memories is like... Because I read The Fault in Our Stars when I was in high school, because the girl at the time I liked really loved it. And she was like, it's the best book ever. Fucking great. So I was like, you know what? I'll read it so I have something to talk to her about. I hated it. I hated every second of it. It is not a good book. The book's idea is it wants to tackle a relationship where both people know the other is going to die. So the premise is this guy falls in love with this girl with cancer and she's dying. And the book tries to tell you at times, well, maybe she won't die. You can read on. But the audience knows she's going to die for a cheap reaction. All the writing is super stilted. The characters don't really have that much chemistry. There's these the movie's so bad about it. Terrible moments where they do this awkward, weird teenage stuff and waste time, even though it also tries to tell you that time is super important and you shouldn't waste time. So it's like mixed thematic messaging. Plastic Memories is if that was good. Because I'll explain the premise in episode 1, because it's literally the first episode. There are humanoid robots who are completely sentient, like 100%. There is no ambiguity to it. They are human, like as human as humans. But they have a specific amount of time they can live before they go rogue, and most of them put themselves down. The ones that don't, though, are dealt with by, or who don't want to be put down by the people who have custody of them, because some of them live on their own. Some of them are like children. Like the very first one is the granddaughter of an old lady, and she has to be taken away. And that's what our main character and their organization does. He works for a group of people who recover these rogue robots and shut them down. And from the very first episode, it's made clear, Isla, she is a robot, and she will die before the end of the series. She only has a couple months left before she has to be shut down. And yet still it tackles the finality of life in a way that I've never seen anything else tackle. And the fact that even though we will all die eventually, there's no point in not forming connections. It's very good. Like,
They have the Wily virus, right?
What? No, they're just designed to shut down for some reason, or it's a problem with their programming. I don't remember the exact reason because it doesn't really matter whether it be like.
Should have got it fast.
What's up?
Nothing.
You should have got a Vast. You said a Vast antivirus, the fucking the spamware or whatever, malware. But
Avast isn't malware. It's just
Avast is malware. Yeah, no, it literally is malware.
Avast.
Avast antivirus is literally it's really bad for your computer.
Really?
Where can I get
But
some?
Where could I?
The black market. But you know from the start, or like from at least from the very end of episode 1, that the series is going to end with Isla dying, and yet you somehow, it's so good at getting you invested in her.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking great. Because like other series where it's very clear that the romantic lead's gonna die for shock value and sad feels, it's hard to get into it. It's really hard to get invested in someone who you know is gonna die. Which is why Clanad does it so well, because it holds off on that. I'm not going to, but I think everyone knows about it. Clanad's super good.
I literally
too.
don't.
Have you not watched Clanad yet?
No, I haven't.
God, please. We need to sit down and watch Clanad together.
I'm probably
Because
gonna.
I want to
watch it
rewatch
soon.
Clanad. It's so good.
But for that actually kind of reminds me of like a movie.
Movie.
I forget what the Japanese title is. It's fucking. What? I want to eat your pancreas.
I want to eat your pancreas? Yeah.
That movie's amazing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's more along the lines of A Fault in Our Stars, where it kind of is like, well, maybe she won't die, huh? But it's very clear that she will, and it's very good at getting you invested in that story.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I only knew about A Fault in Our Stars because of a girl I liked too. She kept talking about it.
Dude, teenage women love that book.
I only knew about it because I had the TV on.
The movie's so bad. Like, the book is
well,
passable.
no, I didn't watch the movie or anything. Just the trailers fucking every 20 seconds.
Yeah, the book
Dude,
is serviceable.
trailers?
Oh, God. Yeah, I do, actually.
Advertisements on TV?
Dude, I remember trailers. I was just watching Maze again. Except this time it has Disaster of Passion playing over it.
Don't
I have an
watch anything
addiction.
on TV anymore, other than sports, and even then.
Imagine
it's
watching TV.
We like sports and we don't care who knows. Yeah, like TV, dude. Oh my god. Like, remember like cable? Like, who fucking? Nobody has that.
I have a computer.
I have a computer. I don't need that. I don't care about television anymore. I'll just subscribe to Netflix, and if I want to watch a movie or a show, I'll watch it on Netflix because it has fucking everything pretty much.
Or I'll pirate it.
Yes. Hey man. Sometimes you're like, damn, I want to watch this anime. Or damn, I want to watch this movie, or, you know.
Man, the worst feeling ever is when there's an anime you really like and you really want to talk about it, but you don't know who to fucking talk about it to. Especially with shows that not a lot of people have seen.
That's why you...
And you're like, really want to talk
watch
about it.
That's why you make deals. That's why you make deals, okay?
I'm telling you to watch Plastic Memories. I'm telling you to watch Spice Wolf Clenad and watch World End.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Because those are like my favorite things.
Here's
None of those
That's
shows
a
are
lot.
well. Spice Wolf's like 20 episodes,
Yeah.
but the rest of them are like 10.
But here's the thing. This is what you do. You bargain with people. For instance, my friend says, "Watch this show," and I say, "Watch Higurashi," and I'll watch that show, and he's like, "Okay." Do shit like that. Big brain.
Seen Higurashi.
No, I know. I'm just saying as an example.
I think I've seen most of what you've seen, probably.
Well,
Because I had an absolute anime addiction for the longest time of my life.
mhm. Point being, you know.
How about this? You watch those, and then in return to you watching those, I'll watch more VTubers.
What? No. What the fuck? How is that even possible?
I'll find a way.
You're probably watching one right now.
How did you?
Watch them at work.
I do.
You watch them.
I was just watching. I was literally just watching an Ollie clip when you said that. Like it was just playing.
He's watching them during the podcast.
Sheesh. It doesn't really
I also
surprise me.
watched this during the podcast, and I had to hold myself back from talking about it, but now I'm not going to. The Nostalgia Critic is bullshit blazing. I want to know what game this is from. This is amazing. Dude, that auto combo is nuts. My man 2D'd him 3 times.
Holy shit.
Look at this fucking combo.
What the fuck?
The mosquito in my room.
Kill it.
I don't know where it went.
Oh, well. You might give
Better
it
like 40 times.
Better keep poses than Mortal Kombat. God, NRS games are so ugly.
Dude, remember like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2? Did you guys own those games?
I've played a lot of MK1, yeah.
Yeah, but like, did you guys like own it?
No, I didn't own it.
Sedge.
I've only ever owned the NRS games, but I've played the other ones because family owned them. Like my uncle, he had MK1, 2, and 3, so we would play that every time I stayed over at his place.
Oh, okay, yeah. When I was a kid, we had them on the SNES, so you just play that a lot. It was a good time, and I really wish I just didn't ever try another Mortal Kombat game. Well, okay, I will say before I actually like got into like fighting games, I did play a lot of MK9. And it was like, it was fun. You know, I spam the same combo. On block and get punished and get mad. But, you know, it's how it goes. And then I discovered actual fighting games. And
that's me to this day.
I can't stand Mortal Kombat now. I hate
visually,
it's nice. But I don't like the gameplay at all.
No, it's not. SF5
nice.
looks better than MK11.
What the SF5? No, you're on crack.
I actually like the way SF5 looks. I don't think it looks that good in stills, but I think when you're playing the game, like the animations are very smooth.
It doesn't look bad, but I mean, like Mortal Kombat looks good. That's the only thing it's got going for it.
No, I fucking hate the way MK looks. I know I'm in the minority there. I hate the way all NRS games look. I hate the way Injustice looks. I hate the way MK looks. Ugh. They just rub me the wrong way.
That's probably just for like a more like darker tone and everything, right? It's less colorful.
Yeah, I hate the muted color palettes. I hate the weird animations. Like, they just feel wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever someone hits a key pose, it just feels like it should be a frame or two before the pose they strike.
That's fair.
Like there's nothing like a Geef standing heavy punch where you really feel when you press that button like you just toppled a mountain. Even though they blocked it and now you're like -2 and you're probably gonna get exploded.
For -2? What the fuck? No. What?
In SF5 being -2 is scary. Because if you're -2 in SF5, you can kind of get fucked up.
How many frame options are there?
So, I mean, the best characters have 3-frame jabs, but a big part of it is, if you're -2, you can't punish a dash up. So, they can dash up on you, and then you have to guess. And Geef Standing Heavy Punch is only -2 at ranges where they can dash on you. So, like, say if you expect them to walk back, so you do Standing Heavy Punch, because then you'll have, I believe it will put you at +1 and reset neutral. Mm-hmm. And instead they walked forward and then blocked it, you're put into a really shitty place, and now you have to deal with that mix-up. They can dash forward, they can do instant overhead, grab, they can just block, they can go low.
I would simply just do the command grab.
That is an option, yeah.
Your mix-up is my mix-up now, fucker.
Dude, they fucking removed EXSPD's throw invincibility, and it pisses me off.
Good.
Now they left everything. They left like what is it? DPs. They left the throw invincibilities on all DPs, not just EX. And their reasoning was, oh, we added V shift. We want Geef to have to commit to a jump or a V shift or throw tech to stop a throw. He shouldn't just beat throws by doing EXSPD. Then why can everyone else beat throws with their DPs, which are just as punishable? Fucking yes, bullshit ass game.
Only fighting games I had when I was a kid was like the Budokai games, the DBZ ones.
Oh, those are good games.
Those are arena
Yeah,
fighters,
those are
yeah.
super fun.
No, the Budokai ones aren't. They're just 3D fighters.
Oh, okay.
The Budokai Tenkaichi games are 3D fighters. And those games are also banging. But they're more like spectacle games, especially Tenkaichi 3, because it's so big. Like, the roster is huge. It's like 106 characters.
Yeah, I've seen that roster. It just has like random fucking people on it.
Yeah, it just has people. It has some people who just show up for like one episode in like a Dragon Ball original filler.
Yeah.
So you can have like Devilman fight Omega Shenron. The battle of Dragon Ball versus Dragon Ball GT. It's really cool. And it gives you a spectator mode, so you can set up teams of 4 to fight each other and just let the AI fight while you spectate.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dope.
That's pretty neat.
I remember as a kid, I would set up dream teams to fight against each other, and then I would bet on how many people would die, who would die, and which team would win. And we had some hero. I had a heroes emerge, like Krillin, who was unstoppable.
Let's go, Curlin. Funny bald man.
Funny bald man goes nutty. Dude, he's nutty in DBFZ. His mix-ups.
I don't know if you played Burst Limit, but Krillin's pretty broken in that game.
In Burst Limit? I've never touched that game.
He just has like Solar Flare, and it just stuns the other dude for so long.
Yeah, that's why he's so good in the Budokai Tenkaichi games and in DBFZ, because Solar Flare is a really good block. It's like really good on block. The pressure you get off, you get a whole ass mix-up. It's nutty. And then he's got rock mix-ups. He has Sensu. He's just good.
The strongest human.
He is.
It's so funny. It makes me think of like the strongest blank fan versus the you know that meme?
The strongest human versus the weakest Saiyan.
Yeah, that's like
Krillin and like fucking Goku.
what? I guess there is only like 3 Saiyans, huh? Or something. There's not a lot.
I can't even think of the weakest
by the end
Saiyan.
of the month.
Hmm.
Was it like Nappa or something?
The weakest Saiyan would be Raditz, probably. Or like one of the ones that are dead on their planet.
The weakest Saiyan is unnamed.
I guess the weakest Saiyan would be no, definitely not. Would be Tarble. I think he's weaker than Raditz. Vegeta's brother from one of the fucking specials.
Oh yeah, that
Who's
dude's actually
canon?
super weak.
He's canon.
Dragon Ball Crane.
I like Dragon Ball.
I've never cared to be invested in something that's like something like Dragon Ball.
I only watched it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I watched Dragon Ball as a kid when I had a ton of free time. I probably wouldn't I'd probably still like Dragon Ball if I watched it now, but I just wouldn't have time to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually tried, and it's just so bad.
I'd recommend. I guess do you like if you like manga, I'd recommend reading it because man, Akira Toriyama's art and his paneling is wonderful. He is a master of the comic format.
Fair.
Like, some of the fights are more kinetic in the manga than they are in the anime. And that's not just, like, speaking as someone who prefers manga as a medium and finds a lot of fights more interesting. No, they just flow better, and there's less weird, jarring cuts.
To be fair, animation has never been strong suit of any Dragon Ball series, from what I understand.
That's a lie. There is a lot of great animation in all of Dragon Ball. It just doesn't look good most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But saying, like, oh, Dragon Ball never looks good is a lie.
I didn't. I said it's not a strong suit.
I would disagree, because there's
If
not
it
much
doesn't
good about
look
Dragon
good
Ball.
most of the time.
No, here's my point. Animation is one of the strong suits of Dragon Ball because there's not many good things about Dragon Ball.
Well, yeah, fair.
It's one of the standout things. It's why I come back to certain fights that look really good. Like most of Goku vs. Cell. That fight blows my mind to this day.
Valid.
Dude, Cell animation, I miss it. I do like modern drawing and animation styles, though. Computer animation, it doesn't hit right. Or it doesn't hit the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends. Like, I don't know. That's weird. You can definitely tell, like, the difference between certain eras and stuff for anime.
Boy Bebop.
Yeah, like, like Bebop is one of the most beautifully animated shows that I've seen. And that's
Bebop is so subtle and it's so good.
Yeah. Like Spike, it flows like a river. Like, damn, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, everything about Bebop just hits perfect.
It's... Oh god, that show's just perfect. I should rewatch it. I have the Blu-rays. I should rewatch it.
It's so hard for me to decide what's the prettiest anime I've ever watched. Because there's a lot of really pretty ones for a lot of different reasons.
I think the absolute prettiest anime I've ever watched is like
I almost want to say Wolf Children, despite it having some weird cuts, because of just how emotional every frame of that movie is, and how, like, the character animation in particular is so striking. Like, every single movement that everyone makes, from the older people in the village they moved to the little kids running around and playing, to Hana just being super mom, everything about it has so much personality. She is super mom. She takes care of what essentially amounts to 4 children all on her own and has to learn everything. She is super. She renovates the entirety of a house. She's super mom. She's the kind of person with the kind of will I aspire to have. She is the most inspirational anime character to ever be written.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm looking at screenshots of it.
It makes sense that she's in the best movie ever.
Kids like turn into wolves or something? What's going on here?
I guess it's literally in the first 5 minutes. She falls in love and marries a Lupa, basically.
That's what it says in like the description
dude,
of the movie when you Google it.
But and then they have 2 kids, and the story is just about her, you know, and her wolf children, and her raising them, and the struggles that comes with being a single mother, and having the issues that come with having not just regular children, but children you don't know how to take care of. You can't look up any, if you look up, my child ate this thing, do I call the vet? Or do I call the hospital?
Yes, you call both.
That's a legitimate thing that gets brought up in the movie. There's a point where one of them eats a packet of, those things that are put in, boxes to keep them...
Silica gel?
Yeah, it keeps stuff fresh or whatever.
Yeah.
They tear it open and get into that, and she starts puking a lot. and she's like trying to figure out if she takes her to the vet or hospital, which are across the road from each other. And she just calls the hospital, and they're like, "Did she puke? She puked? Okay, she'll be fine. Is she hungry?" And then the kid's like, "I want food, mama." And then she's like, "All right, cool, we're good." It's good. It's very good.
Fair enough.
It's my favorite movie ever.
Makes sense.
Definitely doesn't have anything to do with my own issues with mothers.
Furries, right?
Listen.
There's a difference. There's a difference between
No,
furries
there's a
and
point
cat
where,
girls.
there's a point where he goes like half wolf and they sleep together.
That's,
Heavily implied while he's in wolf form.
strange, but I'm saying there's
Weird champ, but love is love.
difference between like cat girls and furries. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
That is true.
There is a difference.
Cat girls
There's a
are
difference
dates.
between
That's the
like
difference.
full facial features and just ears,
Huh?
right? Isn't it just cat girls, just ears and like a tail?
Yeah.
That's usually what I see.
They're literally just people, but with cat ears
Mhm.
and tail. Yeah.
The best cat girls, though, easily are
Oh god.
these. The fucking, like,
The
the
paws.
paw hands. I
Oh,
fucking
I've
love
seen them
those. They're
before.
so cute. And shit's adorable. Like, they have the giant, like, oversized gloves.
Mm-hmm.
This shit's super cute.
I kind of want to watch this Plastic Memory show now.
But please do. It's literally 13 episodes. You can watch it in one night. It's amazing. Like,
Damn.
and it doesn't like wait around at all. Like there is quote unquote filler where the plot doesn't get progressed. It doesn't have much of a plot. Like there's no like overarching plot. It is a completely character driven story. They have episodic plots where they have to like
Bebop
find or what's up?
Bebop moment.
No.
That makes
it's not like
me-
Bebop at all.
Well, no, I mean like just like episodic stuff. That
Well, no,
is
it's not-
the
it's not-
worst.
Episodic. Like it has episodic plots,
Yeah.
but like an episodic show, when the episode ends, that's like it. It might get referenced again, but it doesn't have a huge impact overall. Because like Bebop is not really an episodic show. It just has episodic plots. SpongeBob is an episodic show.
Hold on. Bebop is
Bebop has an
episodic, and it
overarching
has
narrative.
Yeah, it does have an overarching narrative that
That's
takes
the
place in a whole 5 episodes of the entire 24 episode show.
Well, the
It's
character narrative-
episodic.
Yeah, well,
But like, there's like
There
different
is an
characters
overall-
that stay in the episodes after certain episodes.
Yeah. When like the episodes
characters
that
leave and
introduce the
join
new
the plot.
characters, and then all of the episodes with Vicious, and that's like pretty much it.
yeah.
And the rest of it is
Bebop's
very
really cool
episodic.
because it does both episodic and partial episodic, and then just actual narrative.
Mhm.
Plastic Memories does partial episodic, where it has episodic plots, like what happens in that episode, driving that episode,
Yeah.
is completely episodic. It doesn't have much to do with the previous episodes, aside from usually it's our main characters and their organization retrieving another robot. But what drives the story is the character writing, which is what I love anime for. I love anime for the way it writes characters,
Yeah.
because, god damn, characters in anime just hit in a way characters in any other medium don't. And it's hard to explain why,
No, I feel that.
but this, like, this, Clannad, Air, all those key romance shows that are super sad. This isn't a key show, I think it's Nappa. It's beautiful too. Plastic Memories, fucking gorgeous. It's all about the character drama, the relationship that forms, and the way that affects their lives and how they grow as people before ultimately the end. And it's fucking great. And even the episodic plots have importance to it because each episodic plot has a message in it, like there's a theme to it that affects our characters and their relationships with each other and stuff like that. And it's just good. Just watch it.
Fair enough.
The more I talk about it, the less interesting I'm gonna make it sound. Because
Well,
I'm not
will
smart
watch it.
enough to explain this show.
I'm gonna take a quick BRB. You guys can keep
Well,
going or
there's-
whatever.
There's so much you can say without like not spoiling it, right?
No, I'm just too dumb to explain why it's so good.
Well, I think you did it fine enough. If I want to watch it, and I don't know how much. Honestly, the robot thing kind of got me interested. That's probably the big part.
Yeah, and it's not like one of those shows where it's like ambiguous, like, are robots people? No, it's very clear robots, they have the same level of humanity as humans.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the tragedy.
Yeah.
Like, the first robot they retrieve in the first episode is a little girl who has been the granddaughter of this old woman for years. And that shit hits.
When you said it, it was just giving me hardcore Mega Man vibes.
Yeah, it's like Mega Man but sad.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they all get the Wily virus. They're all gonna die.
Mega
Or they
Man.
can choose not to die and keep living.
Mega Man, but no, there's literally one who goes past their expiration date so long that they basically get the Wily virus and go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they become evil and like they become distressed and aggressive. I believe they can kill someone.
Yeah, well, if they're getting that, like, messed
Yeah,
up.
it's basically the Wily virus.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why they have to be taken care of. Fucking great. And the greatest part about it is the fact that it doesn't pull its punches at all. It tells you in the first episode the plot twist, and then dares you to get invested.
Yeah, this cute little girl's gonna die.
Yeah, Isla.
Yeah.
It literally, in the first episode, they give you an exact time frame. This is her cutoff date. And then you know every second that passes, every single like couple of days time skip, every week that passes, she's a second closer to literally dying.
Isn't like everyone around her gonna die too,
She is the only robot in their organization.
though? Oh, okay. So
Everyone else is a person,
okay.
including our main character. It's
Wait, the main
very
character
scary.
isn't the robot girl?
No. Well, she's our deuteragonist. She is at the start. She is just a important side character. Like she's like just like everyone else, but she's obviously the most important of them. But then after an episode or two, because she's our main character's partner, they go on the missions together to retrieve robots. She becomes a full-on deuteragonist and gets her own personal screen time as well. And her development is just as important as his.
Sense. Have you watched the dub of it or no?
No, I've only watched it in subbed.
There's
I should watch
some
the
people
dub
from
eventually.
Fire Emblem Heroes are part of that dub.
Well, they're Funimation's. Like it's a Funimation dub, so the people who dub everything are going to be in it for sure.
Oh, and those are probably all the people that are in Heroes too, though.
Yeah, the Funimation dubbers get like so much work. They're in Azure Lane, they're in Heroes, they're in everything.
Yeah.
Or actually, not
Azure
Azure
Voices
Lane,
and everything.
Grand Blue.
Any dub. It kind of gets annoying because I usually watch dubs because I don't like reading all that much.
Yeah, it's.
And I'm not a hardcore anime watcher, but I hear the same voices over and over again.
Yeah, I get sick of it. There's like 7 people who do dubs there, I swear.
Yeah, I do get sick of it.
It's even worse in the early 2000s when you can just hear like the same 4 dub voice actors doing everything. Like Vic Mignogna being 3 people in every show.
Yeah, even I was watching Megalobox and I watched the dub on Netflix, and there was like this guy who was like every like minor character was all voiced by that guy.
Yeah.
Like the shop owner or whatever. They were all voiced by the same guy.
At least because I don't speak Japanese, I can make out when it's a voice actor I know. And that's cool, because they're usually really good. But I can't tell when they're doing another voice for a different character. Like I can when it's, someone like... Can't think of any English voice actors, actually. But if it's like, okay, if it's like the 90th Wendy Lee background girl.
Yeah. There are some, like, goated English voice actors.
Oh, yeah, there's really good ones.
The dude who did Spike, I forgot his name. He's really good.
Steve Bloom.
Yeah, he's unreal.
Actually, Spike's not even my favorite Steve Bloom voice acting gig.
Well, he has so many good characters.
My favorite one he's ever done is... easily this little motherfucker right here. This is the best work he's ever done vocally. I don't know how he did it.
What's that dude's name?
That's Gilmon from Digimon Tamers. That's Steve
Gilmon?
Bloom. That is Spike Spiegel. Let that sink in.
That's crazy.
I know, that blew my mind the first time
I don't remember
saw
any
it.
of the Digimon's names. Except Agumon.
I had, and still kind of have, a obsession with Digimon. Like, the way people like Pokemon is how I like Digimon. That shit hits right.
I have that game on Switch, but
Which one?
I didn't get far in it. The Cyber Sleuth one?
Oh, Cyber Sleuth is good.
Yeah.
Right
at the start, there was like all this DLC, and it like let me level up my Digimon so crazy.
Yeah, I tried not. I didn't use the DLC because the game's already easy, and it ruins the challenge. Like you get like end game Digimon at the very beginning.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm just gonna restart and not do that this time. That's why I stopped playing because it was just stupid. I kind of watched that Tamer show too again because we were talking.
Tamers is so good. Please, Tamers is a long show though. It's 50 episodes, but surprisingly enough, it doesn't really have filler. Like there's some episodes that are less important, but there's not any episodes I can think of. Maybe I just forgot about them that are like wholly unimportant.
50 isn't even that bad.
Kind of.
Like you could watch it in like a few weeks if you just like go through it.
I think I've gotten to the point where if you tell me a show is more than 13 episodes, I'm not gonna want to watch it.
Why? 'Cause you just want to get through it.
I've gotten so used to 13 episode shows.
That's like me with shows that don't have episodes out yet and I have to wait.
Oh yeah.
Because I just don't want to watch it if I can't watch the whole thing right now.
That makes sense.
Even Attack on Titan, I got so mad when I realized that it said last season, so I was like, okay, I can watch the whole thing now. It wasn't even there's a part 2 to the last season.
That's how I am with Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. I heard so many good things about it, and then I heard some controversy around it, and I wanted to form an opinion, and it's beautiful. Like, I saw clips of it on Sakagaburo. Show looks great. And it's like the godfather of isekai, and a well-respected light novel. I was like, I'll watch it. I watched all of it in like 2 sittings. It's like 22 episodes. This shit, I was expecting to drop it. That shit fucking slapped. It was so good. And now I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for the next season because the anime is so good that I don't want to read the source material. Which never happens to me.
How long do you have to wait?
It's like another 2 months before season 2. And then season 3 already got announced. That's how good the first season did. Which makes me happy because the studio they have was made specifically to make this one show. Like, they poached talent from all over the place.
Well, that's how you know it's going to be really good then. If
it is really good.
Involved in it.
Like, it blew my mind. Sometimes, like, at points, it reached, like, movie levels of quality. Like, animation quality.
What show is this?
Mushoku Tensei. Jobless Reincarnation.
Mucho burrito.
I guess a big content warning, because a lot of it is pretty messed up. because it deals with someone who is pretty messed up in the head and them getting through that. Like sexual violence is a big theme of that series.
Yeah.
And it's not written in a way where it's like good too. It's bad. Like our main character's father is heavily implied to have snuggled his wife before they got married. But it doesn't it doesn't detract from the quality of the show because it doesn't make that seem like a good thing. It's a good series. It's hard to explain, and I'm just making it seem like a weird series, which it is, admittedly.
Fair enough.
Oh, we were talking about Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Because we were talking about watching shows that haven't finished yet. And I started that one because I just assumed I would drop it, because I didn't think I would enjoy it. And I got really wrapped up in its narrative, because it's another one of those really character-driven stories.
Wow.
Which I just expected it to be cute girls and fan service. And what I got was cute girls, fan service, and a really touching narrative about mental disorders, PTSD, and family. Fucking good. If you can stomach the darker and grosser parts of its world and its main character, because he is not a good person. Rudius he was a bad dude, and he's steadily working to become a better dude. Slowly but surely. It's a long series. It's a good watch.
Fair enough.
But it's not going to be a series that most people can stomach. Like, if you couldn't stomach Goblin Slayer, you won't like this series. Even though I guess there's some rape in Mushoku Tensei, like there is in Goblin Slayer, but there is sexual violence. Alright, on to a much more fun topic.
Good idea.
I do like talking about anime, though. Anime's good.
Never watched Goblin Slayer either. Everyone else talks about it though.
It's pretty alright.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, I thought the anime was adequate, but the manga is very good. Like, it's super pretty.
I don't think I'd ever read a manga ever.
Hell yeah.
I just like reading stuff.
You don't like comics at all?
No, I don't even read comics. Actually, I do read. I have a couple. I have a few comics, but
I own a lot of comics, and I don't like reading them. I just like having them.
You should give manga a shot, because I thought the same thing. I didn't think I would enjoy manga,
I have tried
and now
manga.
it's.
I don't like.
Well, I'm talking to Wind. I know you have.
Oh, okay.
And now I look over here, and I have $400 of manga sitting on my shelf, and that's not even half of my collection. Like, I have all of my Berserk Deluxe volumes. I bought all of Bakuman in fucking the collector's edition, and I haven't even opened it yet.
The meta one.
And then I have like half of Gantz, all of Komi and Nagatoro that's come out, some JoJo's, some Monster Musume, some more risque manga, some Dragon Maid, more Berserk, because I have the deluxe editions, and I have a lot of the regular volume releases. I have all of Chobits. I have most of Vinland Saga that's come to the West. I have all of Madoka Magica. I've got most of the Spice and Wolf light novels. I have all of High School of the Dead. And I have some assorted series, like The Bride Was a Boy, Ojo Jojo, and I can't see what else from here. Oh, My Girlfriend is a T-Rex. That's a funny name for an actually really good, like, Iyashike.
Fair enough.
Never knew I needed a stupid head T-Rex girlfriend in my life, but now I do.
They made a movie of Superman Red Son.
Did they?
Yeah, because that's like my favorite comic. I think
I've heard
I
it's
don't
very
have that
good.
one, but that one was so good.
They should make a movie for oh, what's it called?
Drew,
The zombie
I
one.
just realized something.
DC Zombies.
If we ever hang out, I'm bringing my copy of Pokken. I just realized I got a copy of Pokken when I bought my Wii U for free. They just gave me a copy of Pokken Tournament.
That's pretty sick.
That's
You're also
dope.
bringing the Wii U though, because I don't have mine anymore.
That's fair.
I sold it to get a Switch.
Oh
Dude,
fuck!
I
keep forgetting
sold
I need to
my
buy
Wii
X.
U. Dude, I
I love the Wii U.
It sure did run Smash.
I like the
No,
Wii U. I think the Wii U's pretty dope.
I think the Wii U is fine. It was marketed so poorly, but I do enjoy it. I think the gamepad was pretty innovative overall. I
The
really
gamepad
like
is sick. I love
like some of the games on it. Like obviously, Smash 4. That's where I started playing competitive games. Splatoon 1, fun game for the little amount I played. Super Mario 3D World, fucking banger game.
Does Breath of the Wild count as a Wii U
FE7 and
game?
8. Wait, what?
Does Breath of the Wild count as a Wii U game because it was designed for that and also released on that, although it ran worse?
Technically, yes.
Alright then, that's another great game to add to there. And Zombie U, that game was really good.
Yeah, and then they put it on other consoles and it sucked.
Yeah,
on the other
because
consoles
you
'cause
need the
fucking
gamepad.
gamepad. Yeah, they're silly of them.
Yeah, Pikmin 2 or Pikmin 3. I wasn't saying
I'm
2.
not a
but
Pikmin
Yeah,
fan.
Pikmin 2.
I've played the first Pikmin about halfway to completion. Because of you, Wind, I need to finish it. It's so good. What the fuck? Why did I never play these games before?
Pikmin 2 is even better.
I do have some problems with Pikmin 1, and I don't know if it's because of emulation, but sometimes, so you know how you use the C-stick and you can control your Pikmin?
Yeah.
Sometimes they just don't do it.
Dude, the
Like,
Pikmin
sometimes-
are just dumb. That's just the...
Yeah, sometimes you're like, go right, dumbass,
just
and then they
dumb.
just don't.
They like get stuck on like stupid shit and end up getting left behind because they're dumb.
Yeah.
And that's just their charm too, of them being dumb.
The series is very cute. One nice thing is, I thought I would have to look things up, because I was assuming it would be very esoteric and not explain things to me.
No, you can see everything
And it
on the
really-
map when you walk around.
It really doesn't explain to you how to get through things, but
Mhm.
if you have human intellect and not game reviewer intellect, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
If you're smarter than most IGN reviewers, you'll enjoy Pikmin.
Did you see that one that reviewed the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he was doing the
he gave it
bowling
like
thing.
a 2, where he gave it like a 2 or whatever.
He was on the little. You have to stand on a button and then bowl and hit it.
Oh yeah, I saw
And the little cage gets up, and he wouldn't stand on the button, and he couldn't figure out how to do it. It's like you just stand on the button and press a button.
Yeah, gamer.
And
Have
he-
you guys seen the?
It
Oh,
was
go
so
ahead.
bad.
He's like, this game's so hard, and it's like, dude, fucking 6-year-olds know what they're doing, and you don't. What is
Have
your
you seen
problem?
the Doom Eternal one, where the guy walks up to the spider demon and he tries punching it instead of shooting it with the gun in his hand, and he's like moving his crosshair around in weird directions, and he dies and he blames the game. He doesn't dash or anything.
Classic IGN.
I think. Do game reviewers play video games?
No.
Or are they just columnists who couldn't find a job with an actual news site?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely don't understand. And then you have a bunch of game reviewers who pissed their pants and got angry when that parody website released an article that was like, IGN reviewer plays game after reviewing it. Then a bunch of reviewers got so pissy about it. And you know they wouldn't have got mad if it wasn't the case. If it wasn't true.
Yeah.
When I saw like good day one reviews of Cyberpunk, I was like, these guys are messed up. That game didn't even work on day one.
No, it didn't. It still doesn't work on like day 200 or whatever.
I played it on the first version and almost got to the end with all the bullshit.
The game's not good.
It's not good at all.
It's missing key things that even Bethesda games have. Why can I not work for and interact with the different factions? There's like 6 different gangs, and you talk to them like twice, and then they're just colored people to shoot at. Like they're just people with different colored clothes
on the map.
Yeah, it's really shitty. It's terrible.
People are giving it such good reviews. It was so bad.
The game looks great sometimes. And its music is all royalty free and copyright free and banging. So it has become the streamers like gold mine. There's so
music,
much.
When you just like start getting into combat, it, like pops you up.
There's so much different music from like reggae to like pop to like hard like electronic bass.
I like the weapons.
I like that you can just put on mantis claws under your hands and just leap at people. It's super cool.
Yeah, those jump upgrades were pretty cool. But yeah, that game was pretty bad.
Oh, Country. Did you see, as part of like the promotional stuff for Strive, they saw everyone freaking out over May theme and they released the beginning of it? So they released the beginning of it to where it ends in the trailer. And I'm like, you know what? It's not just that one part. The whole thing is good. It's that like pop rock. I fucking love it.
Fair enough.
I'm so excited for Strive.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make everyone's battle theme May theme for the first week until I hate it. One thing I wish more fighting games would do, I shit on IRS, fucking NIS for the longest time, or NRS. Jesus,
NRS, there you go.
Yeah. So the IRS is pretty obvious. NIS, NISA, NIS America they're a localization company who used to handle Neptunia, so I got that mixed up. But NRS, fucking one thing they do that I love is optional voice chat. So you can talk to the person while you're playing them. And a lot of fighting games don't do that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No. So,
that's garbage.
Yeah, it's horrible because people are horrible. But the concept is cool.
Kind of.
Like, I like the idea of hopping online and be like, yo, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? Oh, you play Jax? Shit, man, how do I deal with that 146 string? He's like, just duck, bro. He's like, oh, fuck, I didn't think of that. And you can meet cool people, because most of the people that play fighting games are cool people. But NRS games, I think, appeal to a more mainstream gamer audience of, fuck you, bro, stop spamming projectiles, I'm gonna fuck your mom. And those people are dumb and boring and not fun to have on the mic.
Yeah.
So that's why when you see, like...
Also, I disagree with the fighting game players are cool, per se. There are cool fighting game players, but there's also still a lot of salty bitches.
Yeah, you can be a salty bitch and still be a cool person.
No, I mean, like, exactly what you just described. That is definitely, like, there's just people like that in the FGC.
There are definitely people like that, but maybe I've been in good communities, because I mostly play Arxis games, but I've mostly met people who are real dope. I think it's because I mostly play Arxis games, and I mostly play older games. Like, I think the newest game that I play a lot is BB Tag. And that game is like 4 years old, and its community is mostly diehards at this point, who have all adopted the idea of get good.
Die. As in dead.
As in, you die in one hit sometimes. That game's great. I love BB Tag. We'll disagree on that till the end of time, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks, you know?
Yeah.
I like BB Tag. You like... I'm trying to think of a fighting... You like Smash. There we go.
Smash, cool. Melee, epic. But
Yay!
I don't
I
play
hate
Melee.
Melee is dope. I love Melee.
I don't know.
What was that? I've been like really busy lately, so I haven't been on Twitter. But there was like something. It was like pixelated and like Crom and Roy fighting each other.
Oh yeah,
it's
footsies. Yeah, it's footsies basically, but instead of Ryu, it's Crom and Roy. It's really cool, and I actually I really want to play it.
Yeah, play it.
Is it just like a animation or is it an actual
It's
game?
a game.
No, it's a game. It's a game.
It's
Okay.
made on fucking Scratch.
It's very much so obviously inspired by High Fight's Footsies.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what Footsies is it's a game or a term for the neutral play in fighting games where you're throwing out pokes and you're trying to bait people. And High Fight created an entire game around it called Footsies, and it's really, really good and it's really fun. And then this is basically Footsies, but instead of low short, knee, donkey kick, and uppercut, you just do jab. You do Croy's jab.
Or spot dodge.
Yeah, you can jab and spot dodge. So there's a lot of mind games. It's really cool. And I gotta play it.
Yeah.
Does it have rollback, though?
What the fuck? It's not even online yet.
But does it have rollback?
Told you, it's made on fucking
Can we play it
Scratch.
through... Can we play it through Parsec?
Probably.
Alright then, it has rollback.
True. Oh,
I've never used Parsec. Does it actually work properly?
I've never used it either, but I know Marvel players love it.
Fucking tried to kill my computer.
Isn't that also when your computer was a leaking RAM? Like I leak coffee?
No. I'm pretty sure it was after I fixed that problem.
But no, I know Parsec works because Marvel tournaments are held on it. And if you've ever watched like a good Marvel tournament,
Like, yeah, it works.
it's brilliant.
Didn't work for me.
Well,
It decided
probably
to
true.
just never work,
You
and
have
then it also killed my computer.
you have U brain, so I'm gonna trust the professionals.
Dog, what? It shouldn't be complicated to set up. Like, it should just be
but
like,
I don't trust
open
I don't
it.
trust a Higurashi fan to figure it out.
All I'm saying is, why doesn't it work? I didn't.
I don't know. Figure it out, dummy.
Literally, it doesn't fucking.
Well, that seems like a you problem.
No, it's just.
I can't
cringe.
believe you can't figure it out. Can you believe this guy? All he knows how to do is spot dodge and jab. Can't even figure out how to work Parsec.
Me and my friends, we tried running Paper Mario through Mupin. They have a little thing on there to do that, and or not Paper Mario Party. Did I say Mario Party? It doesn't matter. Anyways, we were playing Mario Party, and then there's 4 of us, but one person was actually controlling 2 of the characters for some reason, and the game was like glitching out pretty hard too. And we played like 4 rounds, and my one friend thought he was playing the whole time, but my other friend was controlling 2 of the characters at the same time. It was actually super funny. And the whole game was just like breaking, on itself.
I think every Mario Party game at this point that's like heavily emulated has working and good online.
Does it?
Like all of the GameCube games, you can do net play through Dolphin, and it's good. It's not, rollback good, but it's
fucking
more
Mario Party. You don't need rollback.
Hey, listen, if the game does not roll back and understand that no, I did not miss that shot, I'm better than that, then fuck you.
What about those fighting mini games like Mario Party 5? There's Fish Upon a Star, where you're like punching each other off a star.
True, I need rollback.
Yeah, you do need rollback.
If it eats my fucking crush counter punish, what am I supposed to do? I might as well just be playing SF5. I stopped playing SF5. I was so sick of the online.
Very epic.
Dude, what's going on?
The online bad.
It's bad. It's so bad. It is the worst implementation of rollback.
Or is it Tekken?
Tekken doesn't have rollback. Do not believe him. It is not 3 frames. It is no frames. There is no rollback in Tekken. He fucking lied to us. Don't ask me for shit. I'm asking you to tell the truth.
Man.
Man.
Horse.
Horns.
One.
Oh, haunts. That's what it is. Haunts is the meme. Is your voice starting to feel better, Wind? Or you mentioned it was going out earlier.
Wind?
Oh shit, we lost him. He's
Fire.
gone.
Tragic.
We lost the wind sweep FE to Mario Party.
That's crazy.
We should play Mario Party sometime.
One day.
I love Mario Party. I remember I used to spend so much time playing Mario Party 1, and I would play it alone because I had siblings, and then none of them wanted to play with me. Because I was the oldest and the only one who actively played video games.
Yeah,
So it was a slaughter. Like, an unfair slaughter. My parents would be like, you need to let them win sometimes. And I'd say, fuck you, Dad. They could get good. I had to get good. And then comeback mechanics were made in fighting games, so now everybody can win. And then sometimes it's Hellfire and everyone forgets about it.
Hellfire's fucked up.
Hellfire is literally the most unimportant mechanic ever.
You say that until it happens to you. And you lose, like, fucking 70% of your HP.
Oh, it does 10% more damage to a super! Ooh, scary! Even though supers are bad, or well, they're not bad, but they're basically, okay, wind's gone.
His internet might be fucked.
But yeah, why would you super when you can just RC and get a bigger punish and better Oki? Like, I get it for max damage combos, and every once in a while, Hellfire, once in a blue moon, will make your max damage combo do enough to kill instead of leaving it a pixel. Or like, a reversal super will do more damage. But Hellfire is basically pointless.
I don't know, man. Clearly you haven't seen that video of the Potemkin. Hits him 5 times.
Potemkin goes crazy with or without Hellfire.
In Exert, I mean. You know, the game was bad in.
Honestly, yeah,
Potemkin is the worst character in Rev 2.
Potemkin or Axel.
He is considered to be, like, the worst.
He's pretty bad, but even then, I think they get well balanced enough that Potemkin still isn't unplayable. He still does
he's not
shit.
Unplayable. But, like, there's a clip of him just, like... He literally gets, like, 5 hits and they're just dead.
Good. He should do it in 3.
No.
I'm
so lame.
No, you're a fucking liar. And
imagine
wrong.
being a character where you're just your whole thing is like, yes, I'm grappler. Oh, but I can't dash, except I do have a command dash, and also I have a move that fucking full screen knockdown that is unblockable. That's cool.
Wait, but it's also hella negative. Like, just jump it. It's low startup. Just jump it. Yeah, I guess it's pretty good against Jacko because it can destroy her houses.
Does it?
I think it does damage to houses, yeah. Does it do damage to houses?
No, it doesn't deal damage unless it's like you're right beside him.
Yeah, because then it hits low, which is actually the fucked up part.
It's unblockable.
No, the actual body. So the unblockable part is the shockwave.
Oh yeah.
The body hits low.
The body. Oh.
So you can jump and then still get hit if he's close enough. It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Or like if you jump, he does the slam, and then like you can like dodge the shockwave, but then get hit by like the last couple frames of the body hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up. But Pot's great. I love Pot. Potemkin, he should be better in every game. I'm not a... Does it count as a grappler sympathizer if I play the grapplers? Or am I just in it for my own self-gain?
Definitely the latter.
I think, I might be the only person that thinks this. I think grapplers are hype.
I don't. I think grapplers are very boring.
It's probably because I play grapplers, but seeing these fucking flies flying around me, finally getting fucking Chip, fucking doing 90 things a second, fucking putting me in unreactable Oki, and then I grab his bitch ass. It's so good. It feels amazing. Especially when you land a big read. That shit's hype. Also, are you complaining about fucking Hammerfall despite the fact it has a charge input and you can move further forward by just walking?
I'm just saying. It's not a charge input.
Yep, Hammerfall's a charge input.
Not in Rev 2.
In Rev 2, it's a charge input.
I disagree.
His
I was
armored,
playing him the other day.
his armored command dash
Yeah.
is a charge
Is it
input.
armored?
Yeah, it's armored. It's armored if you do the attack. It's not armored if you do the cancel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a charge input. It's back and forward.
I mean, either way, it's not like you just like they're not interchangeable. Like walk and that, it's not interchangeable.
Yeah, you do them differently. But walking, if you're talking about how quickly he moves to an area, Hammerfall's faster, but in the same. Hey, Wind. Hello.
He is dying.
Pog should just have a dash.
No,
He should also have an air dash, a
he
triple
doesn't
jump,
deserve a dash.
and he should have a mid-air Potemkin Buster.
Yeah, he should.
No.
He has a mid-air Potemkin Buster in that GG hack I sent you.
Blech.
Sorry, I had some technical difficulty.
Yeah, what, internet go out or just Discord crash or
Yeah.
something? Ah.
My internet went out for a second.
Sheesh.
I was gonna hotspot onto my laptop, but then right when I did that, my internet came back.
Amazing.
Yeah, at the very second.
Yeah, grapplers are dope.
Nope.
The best part about grapplers is that they're always bad. So when they're good,
What do you mean?
when grapplers are really good, when they're high up on the tier list, they're way less dope.
Dude,
Oh, we're talking
Pot
about
is
three
literally
characters.
the third best character in Accent Core.
I know, that's why I love that game.
You just said it's less cool when they're fucking
Okay,
high up in the tier
It's
list.
less cool to watch. It's more cool to play. Do you not know how the satisfaction of backdash Potemkin Buster against a Johnny who's trying to hit me with Far Slash?
Pring.
It's amazing. This motherfucker's going down. He's got his coins, and I'm about to throw his ass out the building. I love it.
I
Made this
think,
motherfucker pay the toll.
I think grapplers just annoy the fuck out of me because I played Smash 4.
Hmm.
DK and Bowser are literally like the dumbest fucking characters ever.
I think one reason I like grapplers so much is because I played a lot of BB Tag, and the grapplers in that game they're god awful, and the good parts about them aren't their command grabs, it's their big normals, and usually pretty okay assists. So like, Waldstein, he's not good because he's got a fast command grab, he's good because he has a half screen overhead, and he has one of the best anti-air assists in the game. And even then, he's not even that good, he's just okay.
Dude, shout
Tager's
outs to
just
Tag.
bad.
Okay, Tagger is the
In
coolest
CF,
grappler.
and he because you can do geometry with him. You fucking magnetize these motherfuckers. Get over here.
Yeah, it's like a cool mechanic, right?
Yeah, it's super dope.
Potemkin's just a big guy that grabs you. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't like the big guy that grabs you archetype. It's just kind of boring.
I love the big dude. The big dude archetype is so cool.
They're coming through.
They are, and they're packing big.
Yeah, you know what? Fire Emblem. Would a Fire Emblem fighting game have a grappler, and who would it be?
There's a class called Grappler, so I think they would.
Okay, fuck Three Houses first off.
Would
You
you
know,
say
actually-
Grappler? I thought you were talking about Three Houses at first.
You know what? I take it back. I don't want a Fire Emblem fighting game because it would just all be like modern FE characters. We'd maybe get like Marth, Sita, and one other person from Arcanea, Lyn, and then like all 3DS and moving
Elwood,
forward.
Hector.
We wouldn't. They,
Nah,
would be,
not
they
Elwood.
might be like
We'd get
last
Hector,
season.
probably.
They'd be like last season DLC after we get all of the Fates Royals, everyone from Awakening, 3 different Tickies.
That's why I won't play Warriors.
Warriors is cringe.
Warriors
set a
is
principle.
fun.
I don't
I
know.
like Muso games, but
I
man,
hate
I
Warriors
hate the
games.
cast. I love Musto games. They're really fun to turn your brain off to. They're just like bad DMC, and bad DMC is still DMC, and that shit slaps. I really like the Berserk one, just because I like Berserk.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about Muso games is the licensed ones are like riding a fine line between being really good and really bad, but the regular ones are usually like the regular Dynasty Warriors games are usually pretty high quality. If being brainless.
P5 Strikers does look pretty neat.
I refuse to play it. I refuse to play it on the basis that it is Persona 5.
Have you played Persona 5?
Yes, I fucking hate it.
Really?
Yeah, it's...
Why?
I don't think it's the worst Persona game, because Persona 1 exists, but it's bad. I didn't enjoy a single part of it, aside from its visuals.
Music.
Well, yeah, the music's good, but even then, I think it has the worst music of the Persona franchise, aside from Persona 1, I guess. I like the music in 2, 3, and 4 way more.
I think Persona 5 has way better music than the 4th game.
I love Persona 4's soundtrack. Like, it's probably
okay, let's like P3 has the best music.
Oh yeah, P3 is the best game. Like, and it has the best soundtrack.
It's carried by the story moment.
Yeah, I don't even think the combat in base P3 is that bad.
I need to play it still, but I've heard like you can literally only control Makoto, so it's like
yeah, but it's really not that bad. The AI is not as bad as people make it out to be.
Fair.
Like, it's probably because they've never played an RPG where you can't control your whole party members. But as someone who plays Xenoblade a lot and played the first 2 Fallout games before playing Persona 3, that was just something I was used to.
Xenoblade. You control.
In Xenoblade, you control one character.
You don't.
You control one character at a time. But you can switch. You can switch which character you control, but you only control one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Persona 3, the remake or whatever, you can.
Persona 3 portable.
Portable, yeah. But overall, everything else about the game it's basically just like a visual novel, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same, you know.
And it doesn't have the overworld that Persona 4 has, which is the biggest knock against Persona 3, is it doesn't have the same cohesive world.
Valid.
You just go on like map screens and select areas and people to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Persona 4, you travel the world, which has its ups and downs, because sometimes it sucks having to walk across the whole map to talk to some dude. And I just wish I could just click some buttons and go there.
See, and that's what P5 does better. You can fast travel to like...
You can fast travel in Persona 4.
Yeah, I mean like very specific areas to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like...
P5's fast traveling is nice.
Yeah.
But P5 just didn't hook me the same way any other games did. I didn't care for the cast. I thought the story was hella asinine. At this point, Persona's combat really started to drag. Like, I had already played all of P3 and P4, and then when P5 came around, and what it did add wasn't that good, and it really dragged by the end, I just wasn't enjoying myself.
Fair.
Like the 3rd castle or whatever. And then I stopped.
Yeah, the game's not very good.
No, the 3rd palace is the best one.
The 3rd palace is probably the best one.
Is it?
It has the best song in the game. Well,
wait, no, wait, is the 3rd palace? Which is the 3rd palace again?
The bank.
The bank. Yeah, that's the best one. The bank was the best one. The bank, and then Kamoshida, then... I think if I were to rank them, it's like... I like the Kamoshida Palace.
That's a very boring palace.
It's a good introduction to the palace system.
Oh yeah, but it's just overall pretty boring.
Yeah, it shouldn't go balls to the walls on your first palace. It's a tutorial, and it's a damn good tutorial.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to go balls to the walls. But like,
you have to look at it like a tutorial. Not every tutorial can be Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. You know?
Yeah.
Alright then. Not every tutorial can be rules of nature. They don't all have to be amazing and balls to the walls crazy.
For Thracia's first map.
What's that?
For Thracia's first map.
Banged my head into a wall.
Dude,
God, look at
I was
all
being
these
serious.
stories.
I need to finish 3, and then I need to play 12, and then I'm gonna start JoJo, and I'm gonna speed through FE4 because I've already seen the story at this point, so I don't really care that much. Overall, you know what? Pretty damn good story, I'll admit. But yeah, gameplay is it doesn't
You'll
look
be
fun.
speeding through it. You're gonna be doing the arena and everything.
Well, yeah.
Takes a while to do that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean speeding through it, and like I'm going to probably just skip cutscenes.
Okay.
Put the orchestral version of Eldigan the Lionheart on and put everything at 700% speed.
That's a good song.
Yeah, have you heard of the 25th anniversary version of it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they got a full ass orchestra to do it.
I'm gonna go
It's
listen
so good.
Beardy.
When Contra comes back, I have another topic. I have a new topic. Because I'm fucking angry.
to it. What is it?
The fucking US military. I've been meaning to talk about this for a while.
We'll wait till he comes back. You know what's funny? I built like a new PC, got a new graphics card, like this week. And now like the TI versions of those graphics cards were like announced.
I've got a fucking TI, I want to say it's a 1080.
Yeah, I went and got a 3070 and like a new monitor and
Hmm.
I bought everything new.
Yeah, I finally got a second monitor. It feels so good.
Yeah, I just went nuts. Like 165 hertz, 1440, and then
Dude, I hate June so much.
yeah, what?
I fucking hate this Pride Month shit. It's so predatory.
Oh yeah, it's just
It's just
kinda fucked up.
corporations using my sexuality to sell me things. It's
Yeah, kinda
gross.
fucked up.
And the fact that people go like, oh, it's Pride Month, let me fucking... I love LGBT people. I always have, like, content creators and stuff. No, if you cared, you would have said something months ago. If you genuinely cared, you wouldn't have said it during the Pride Month. You would have made a stand and said it before.
Yeah, probably. That's fair.
Dude, literally, we're not even 24 hours into it. Well, we are now, I guess. And I'm already turning homophobic. I'm already starting to hate my own people.
Well, it's not like it's not your own people.
Yeah, it's the fucking... Yeah, it's like mega corporations, big content creators, the way they fucking commercialize me. Fucking gross.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up.
It's why I hate when June comes around every year.
I'm gonna look up the corporation's name and then just see if they change
Pride
their
Month.
picture to
talking? Oh,
I'm complaining about Pride Month because
So
I
I'm gonna
hate it.
search up Samsung and see.
out of
I
context, this
hate
is-
Pride Month so much. It's
Oh,
so
dude.
gross.
I searched up Samsung and I'm just seeing a bunch of lewd stuff.
Good.
I'm not seeing anything Pride Month.
But Pride Month is gross and it's disgusting.
Well,
And it is
I think
completely
that's a
predatory.
wrong way to word it. I think.
At this point, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the moment June 1st rolls around, fucking 12:01 a.m., companies are already using my sexuality to market towards me. They didn't care 10 minutes ago. And fucking May 30th.
31st.
Or May, you know what I mean. They didn't care last month. They won't care next month. But they care this month because they know if they put a rainbow flag on their Twitter banner and they tweet out LGBT rights without actually doing anything, without making any actual statements, that people will buy their products. Because they just released a new shower curtain with a rainbow on it. Only $29.35. And if you order it within the next 10 minutes, you get 10% off and free shipping. I don't give a fuck about your stupid shower curtain. Shit,
Yeah.
and then you have shit like content creators who wait until Pride Month to make any kind of stance on the injustices that are being enacted on trans people around the world, or the way that LGBT people are treated in And even here in America, in parts of America, the way that we're treated. And then they just fucking wait till June 1st and they go, you know, guys, maybe we should stop hating gay people. Maybe they're just normal people after all. You should have tweeted that out fucking months ago. All you're trying to do is get points from me and people like me and impressionable younger LGBT people who aren't as jaded as me. Because they see that and they go, ooh, mega corporation and big content creator like me. He empathizes with my struggles. No, he just wants your money.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
But that's the thing, right? It's like, yeah. The corporate side of it, yeah, that's terrible. But I mean, overall, it's still like... It's still something, like... having Pride Month isn't a bad thing, right? Like,
I think it's becoming a bad thing. It is
a bad thing with corporations. It is not a bad thing overall, is what I'm saying. Like, the only reason it's becoming a bad thing is because of the corporations and stuff like that.
That's all it's becoming, though. It's just become a marketing tactic for corporations. Because the people who actually care, the people that it matters to, don't wait until June. This is a year-round struggle and a year-round talk. It's not, gay people exist in June, it's gay people are a part of our society and important members of it. Well, if Pride Month didn't exist, it wouldn't change anything for them. All that would change is companies would stop marketing to me. Things like the gay burger wouldn't exist. Because they shouldn't exist. If you don't know,
Who sells that?
There was a commercial for a California brand store, like a restaurant. I don't know if it ever got off the ground, but in Pride Month, called the Gay Burger, and their marketing was very specifically just two dudes making out. That was it. They didn't talk about their sandwiches at all. They didn't show their kitchens. They just showed a couple flags and two dudes making out and said, "You should eat here." And it's the most. It is so predatory and so gross. It's the same thing that used to happen during Christmas with religious imagery. It doesn't happen as much anymore. Because you know how much it sucks having your lifestyle and the things that you believe in and that are a part of you being used to sell you product by a company that you know only cares about its financial margins? I mean, this shit pisses me off every year.
That is how corporations.
And the problem is,
in general, it has been that way for all of eternity.
And that's not a good thing, though.
Well, yeah, but there's literally nothing to be done about it.
What you can do about it is teach people that corporations are not their friends. Because the amount of likes and retweets, shit like Bethesda gets when they go, gay people are real this month. And then you look at Bethesda, the Middle Eastern branch, and they're just like, we will slaughter all homosexuals. They go against Allah, you know? And it's like, wow, thanks. This is an exaggeration. There's a hilarious joke about the fact that these companies that have Middle Eastern branches, they're the branch, and like Chinese branches, they don't change their icons or tweet out anything for Pride Month. They stay completely silent. Right now. It's really fucking funny. It just goes to show you again, these brands are not your friends. These content creators, like I saw Dream get a 30,000 like tweet where, yeah, it's Bethesda Middle East and Bethesda Russia. They won't ever tweet anything. It's so funny. But then you see stuff like Dream, who gets 30,000 likes and is able to take the heat off of him admitting to cheating in a speedrun and uploading it to the leaderboard. This shit where he's like, we love all gay people on my channel. You're safe and respected here. It's like, you could have tweeted that out months ago. A year ago. You didn't have to wait until Pride Month. You could have used your platform to spread this message any other time where it's not as beneficial for you, but would make a bigger impact and a bigger statement, because it's going to stand out more than it does now that literally everyone is making the same tweet. It's so fucking gross.
Fall Guys, they had their icon as the flag the whole year.
What's up?
Fall Guys?
Some people do really cool shit like that. Like Square Enix for the entirety of last year did it. Team 4 Star has their icon as it. it's dope. Those are people who at least put on the impression of genuinely caring, and they tweet out things across the year, like Kaiser Neko, the CEO of Team 4-Star, Scott Ferrix, genuinely cares. He's a gay man. He's married to another man. He tweets out things constantly. The Team 4-Star account itself will tweet out pro-LGBT things year-round. The Square Enix account constantly retweets art of its characters being gay. It's fucking great. It shows that some people at least put on the opinion, or not opinion, but facade, or I guess not facade, appearance, that's what I'm looking for. I'm so heated. Put on the appearance of caring, but then you shit like Bethesda. And like content creators who wait till January or June 1st and make a big tweet. Fucking gross. That's not to say Pride Month's a bad thing, per se. Like, it's a really good thing to celebrate people who have been put down for literally all of time. And
that's what I'm
show
saying,
them that
right?
they're and to show them that they're important. But now it's becoming, as LGBT acceptance is reaching an all-time high, and people are realizing, wow, gay people aren't the devil? It's okay for a man to love another man? Alright. Now companies are using it as marketing, and it's gotten to the point where I hate it, and where it disgusts me. And every time I see a tweet, my first thought isn't, that's so sweet, thank you for caring. My first thought is, you did this so people would like your tweet, and you can shill your whatever makes you money.
Yeah.
Fucking gross. It's the same thing you see companies do during Black History Month, which is crazy, because that's like not a commercialized thing. That's just celebrating people who don't get celebrated for their achievements. And then you still see companies try to make money off of it. It's so fucking nasty.
Yeah.
It makes me want to bash my head into a fucking wall.
32 chapter 1 more.
I swear, every year that I live in America, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder about all the fucking pro-capitalist propaganda we're fed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, honestly.
It's so bad.
Nep, you should make that your profile picture.
What?
I sent it to you. I love the pictures like that.
You know what? I'm not going to change this to my profile picture because I like the one I have. It's a good photo of me, which barely exists. But I'm going to use that and I'm going to make a funny tweet.
No, I meant on Discord. I mean, well, I didn't even think about Twitter. I was just like, Discord.
No, I love my profile picture. It's fucking Polka, and she has like the big brain meme where it's like the head's all this.
Yeah.
It's so funny. VTubers, everybody. We haven't talked about VTubers this episode yet.
X-Men.
X-Men.
Okay, and that's enough of VTubers for the night.
I haven't been watching VTubers much lately, actually.
I haven't been watching VTubers.
No, you don't. I've actually upped my VTuber watching now that I have a second monitor. So when I'm just like playing Apex or something, or like playing a game where I need like one monitor.
Okay,
I'll either
I
be
thought you were
listening to
gonna
music.
say you were watching two at once. So it's like, dude.
I've done that before.
Why?
I've just been too busy to watch stuff.
Well, I've watched VTubers who are collabing together.
Okay, that's different.
At the same time, and like I'll mute one of them and I'll switch back and forth whichever one's muted.
I do
It's
that
really
sometimes.
fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Like two separate streams, I could not.
It's like squad streaming on Twitch.
Yeah.
But one thing I've been doing a lot recently is I'll have Spotify open on my second monitor, which I have Discord open on right now, and I'm scrolling through Twitter. I'll have Spotify open on that monitor, but now I've started putting VTubers on that monitor while I play games. And I'll just like casually watch a VTuber stream, which I can only really do with EN VTubers. I don't really watch a whole lot of JP VTuber streams. A couple of them I do, because I just love Polka so much that I don't care if she's not speaking English. I just want to hear her talk. because she's just fucking energetic and funny as hell. She can say something in Japanese, and it could literally be the most xenophobic, racist shit ever, and I'll laugh because she's just that energetic. I have no idea what she's saying, but it's funny, and I want to hear more of it.
Fair enough. Oh man. It's been a week. It's like 11. 10.
I went to bed at 10, I want to say. 10 or 11, and I woke up at like 3:30. And I've been up since then.
Damn.
Are you saying you've been up for more than 24 hours, Kotru?
No. Like I've been
11
up since
a.m.?
like 11 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, what the hell?
I worked from... So what? I woke up for work at like 8 p.m. I had gotten like 3 hours. I took like a 3-hour nap before work. And then I worked from 10 to 9. And then got home at like 11. Went to bed around like 11:30, 11:40. And then woke up at like 3:30. And I've been up since then.
God.
So that's fun.
No, I don't think that's the right word.
Actually, I'm not even that tired. My body is just used to the exhaustion at this point.
That's not a good thing.
Okay, but that's just how life works.
Fair.
It's a better place than I've ever been in.
Yeah, fair enough.
That is one thing I've noticed. People will tell me, wow, I can't believe you live like that. And then in the back of my head, I'm like, it's best position I've ever been in life. I'd rather wake up and be exhausted than wake up with bruises.
Yeah.
Would you have bruises?
What's up?
Why would you have bruises?
Oh, I lived in an abusive family for most of my life. I would wake up most days with new bruises and nothing to eat.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, it's not. Weekends, I would just not have anything to eat. Like, I would just eat at school, that was it. One of my teachers, greatest person of all time, would bring extra food so I had something to eat when I got to school. She was the sweetest person ever.
Yeah, teachers do be homies, though.
Yeah, teachers, there's no in between. I think teachers are either the greatest, literal greatest people of all time, or they are insufferable and taking out the fact that their marriage is failing on you. And I think the further you get in school, the more likely it is that it's the latter.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because my senior year, I didn't have a single bad teacher. All my teachers were fucking homies. They were either so old that they didn't give a shit anymore, or they were like only a few years older than me.
Yeah.
They were fucking dope. Ooh, a new episode of the Hololive anime came out. I'm watching that post podcast.
What?
Hmm?
The Hololive anime?
Yeah, Hologra.
What was that?
Oh, it's just like a collection of like shorts. They're usually between like 1 and 5 minutes long, and they're just like they're like different types of Japanese comedy. Sometimes it's slapstick. Sometimes it's like a Rakugo play. My favorite episode is actually a Rakugo play, and it's really good. They're all absolutely fucking insane. It's really funny. I'd recommend it.
YouTubers.
Yeah, no, like, even if you don't watch a lot of VTubers, they're all subtitled in English, because they're officially released.
Yeah.
You should watch them, because they're ridiculous, they're insane, and they're hilarious. There's an episode where Maureen, she grabs a snake, which she brought back to the office for some reason, jumps inside, so you know those, like, toy Blackbeard barrels, where you put the sticks in them until it pops, and whoever pops it loses?
Yeah.
Yeah, she jumps inside of a giant one of those and then launches herself into space holding the snake to get it out of the office. It's fucking great.
Well then.
There's an episode where Aqua learns to fly with her twin tails. And like it's a reoccurring gag later that you can fly if you have twin tails. And then Matsuri does it, and she has to fly on her side because she has a single twin tail.
Oh, that's a pigtail.
Or a pigtail? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Twin
didn't.
tail is two.
I don't know how to do hair. Listen, I don't know how to do my own hair, let alone do girls' hairs.
You know what? Fair. My hair's a mess.
Well, yeah, I know. I've seen it. My hair is not much better.
Get a haircut like once a week, so.
Oh, Nana did a cover of Usai? Cool.
Dude, I should cut my own hair again. That didn't turn out bad. Fun fact. I had a what was it, a follower goal? Or a sub goal? But to cut my hair. Oh, it was a sub goal, yeah. To cut my own hair on stream. And I didn't know I worked that day. And so I was mid haircut when my boss called me and said, "Where are you?"
That was during the stream.
Yep. So I had to end stream with my half done haircut.
Wait, what happened? Why did you have to end stream again?
Because my boss called me. He was like, "Where are you?" Because I was supposed to be at work. I didn't know I worked.
So you went to work with half of a haircut?
Yeah, we wear hats though, so it's fine.
That's fucking hilarious.
It was really funny.
So funny though.
But yeah, and then I got home and I started up stream again. I said, "Okay, finishing my haircut."
Gonna be your next goal thing.
My next goal.
Now he shaves his back.
No, the next thing
no.
you'll do for your next goal.
I will not shave my back.
Imagine having to shave your back. Imagine having back hair.
I don't have to shave my back. I think I don't know. I kind of have back hair.
I feel like that'd be difficult on stream.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but that's what it would be fun. That's why it'd be funny.
I'm not shaving anything though. Shaving cringe. Hair epic. Except for my beard, I'll fucking shave the fuck out of that.
You know what? I have like a little stubble on my chin.
Mm-hmm.
I have not shaved in 5 months. I have been trying to grow something. I can't. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Keep shaving.
No, I did for like the entirety of a year. Every time anything popped up, I shaved.
Not a myth.
No, it's
That
not a
you
myth.
shave more stuff comes up.
But no, I can't. Like
People think it's a myth. But it's...
I've tried like I've shaved everything and then let it grow back. It never grows back any faster or any thicker. It's just always this. I can't grow facial hair for whatever reason.
Rip.
It's insane.
Don't feel too bad. My brother's the same way.
It's really weird, especially because my father grows facial hair like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I'm weird because instead of growing facial hair or like chest hair, back hair, ass hair, or whatever, it all goes to my head. Like just fucking. My hair grows at ridiculous rates. So like I'll get a haircut. Right? My hair will be like long like it is now. I'll get a haircut and then in like 3 months it'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's the same as me.
Fucking insane. And the weird thing about it is the longer my hair gets, it starts to slow down. So like it'll fly from nothing to
that's how hair
entangled
works.
And then just slow down after that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
for the longest time. So it's just
because okay.
I
So
just thought it was whack.
How hair works, and this is why I'm 99.99999% sure that shaving, the more you shave, the faster it grows back, is because your hair gets these things called split ends, and instead of growing, it takes more time to heal said split ends. So that's why your hair stops growing really fast.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can cut like the tips of your hair off, kind of. Like I don't know how long exactly, but you can cut that off and it'll start growing fast again.
I thought Nep was gonna say pubes.
What's that?
What?
I thought you were gonna say pubes.
Listen.
Yeah.
When I said I grow hair really quickly on my head, I didn't just mean the top one.
Okay, hold on a minute.
I thought that's what you were saying. You're like,
No, I just didn't want to talk about that because it's a little embarrassing. But yeah, it's the only place I grow a lot that I can grow hair quickly. I guess you brought it up, so
oh, you were gonna.
I blame you.
Pain Pecco.
Pain Pecco. But yeah, that's like a running joke I've had with some of my friends for the longest time.
Watching Ryan memes.
Oh, I love Ryan memes. You know, the only good thing to come out of Pride Month every year is the you can't have a rainbow without Ryan, and it's the Pride flag.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing to come out of Pride Month.
It's just Shulk screaming his name.
Dude, Shulk screaming is my new favorite Xenoblade meme.
Juju on that beat. What? Please. Oh yeah.
The best one to this day, and it will always be the best one, is Ryan, hit that yoinky splunky, please. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good. Hit that yoinky splunky.
when you yoinky splunky smile.
It's so funny. I love how the yoinky splunky is literally he does it once, and then the lady yells at him to get the fuck off of her lawn. But then they just take that one of him going in and out, and they just loop it.
The fuck is yoinky splunky?
It's nothing. It is that. That video is the yoinky splunky.
Well, that's.
It's not. It wasn't a dance before that. Someone just made that video and called it the yoinky splunky.
They made it a dance. Okay. Like, I know Yoinky Splunky's been like a fucking meme for an amount of time. It's just kind of like a thing. Like one of those words you just say, like Scrimmy Bingus or whatever. Like,
oh, the Scrimmy Bingus
doesn't fucking mean anything. It's words that are funny.
It's a video game, dude.
What?
It's like a DS game or something.
Scrimmy Bingus?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. There was a lot of malware, or not a malware, shovelware on the DS.
Okay, how about Splingus then?
When you said it, I thought you were referencing the DS game today.
No, I was referencing the cat lying on
I
my
can't
bed.
tell if you're fucking with me, Wind.
No, it's a real game.
Bingus.
Here, I'll post it.
Scrimmy Bingus.
Scrimmy Bingus and the Chungy Springus. What?
Krogus. This is fake.
This can't be real.
This has to be fake.
It's a huge meme.
What do you mean? What do I mean?
It's a meme, dude. I don't know if it's real.
I really hope it's real.
There's no way it's real.
It might be real, to be honest.
No. Zero fucking shot. There's no way. Screaming.
Yeah, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real.
Thank God.
I was really hoping it was for a moment.
No.
You know, I should make a Fire Emblem hack and name it that.
Just make all the playable units cats. Like, not like cat girl, cat boy. No, just cats. Right? And they're all named Scrimmy Bingus. Dude. I've definitely talked about my 47 Minecraft cats. Never mind.
Yeah, you have. They're in your attic.
No, only like half of them are in my attic. I also have a cat room. Some of them are outside.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking lag the server out.
What?
Those cats are going to eat your RAM alive. They're going to sustain themselves on it. Just like everything in Minecraft does. Why is that game so fucking RAM intensive if you want to do anything fun? And the thing is, the launcher at base only supports, 1.5 gigs or whatever? So like if you do anything to it, it barely works. You have to go in and edit it yourself. Which only takes like 2 seconds, but...
Scrimmy Bingus. Dude,
What's up?
I don't know. I'm just out of it today.
Yeah, I haven't really done anything in the last week. There's not a whole lot to talk about. There was something that happened at work I wanted to talk about, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember there was something I wanted to talk about, actually. There was something I saw that really pissed me off, and I want to talk about it.
Oh, boy.
The U.S. military.
So true.
You need to fucking see this. I'm going to put it so we have context for what I'm talking about. I'm putting it in general chat.
Okay.
So the U.S. military, their old ads were pretty no nonsense. They were like, "Hey, this is a thing for hard people looking for a place in the world. It's a rough life, but it's a good life." Now, they recruit people by playing Call of Duty, Among Us, and Pokemon, and they try to recruit. I'm gonna tell the grossest story ever. I was in Barnes and Nobles with a friend. And we were walking in the manga section, and I was looking at Monster Musume. I was trying to figure out which book I wanted to buy, because I wanted to buy a new volume. And there's this girl, she had to be younger than us, probably still in high school. And she's looking at, like, Death Note or Attack on Titan, something on that shelf. Mm-hmm. And she's just all on her own. She's super quiet. And the recruiter lady walks up to her, taps her on the shoulder, and goes, "How would you like to join the military?" This girl is she I thought she was gonna have a panic attack when the lady touched her shoulder. She is very clearly not military material.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the girl had no idea how to respond to her. She was just standing there shocked. And I'm like, do I walk up and say something? Like, is it my business? She's obviously in an uncomfortable position, and this recruiter is a piece of shit for doing it.
Yeah.
And you have recruiters at my high school in like my 11th and 12th grade year. They were like, "You guys play Call of Duty? You'll fucking love the military. We got real guns." I'm like, what? They're like trying to sell the military as this like nerdy hobby that anybody can do, and not as what it actually is, which is a soul-crushing experience that most people can't withstand. It's fucking gross. Because they're targeting people who are on the fringes of society, or who they think are on the fringes of society, and are trying to market toward them. That's why the US esports exists, and they post anime girls and say "uwu."
Mm-hmm.
It's so
really
predatory
stupid.
and gross. Just be upfront about it. People will still join you because there are people who want that lifestyle. It is a lifestyle it is a rigid lifestyle of authority and direction. And there are people who want that, who want people telling them what to do and how to live their life. But you also need to be upfront with people that it is not an easy thing. Not everybody can just roll up and do it.
Yeah.
Most people can't. And the people they're trying to market to definitely can't.
Yeah.
They're gonna get some kid killed or traumatized.
They probably are.
They definitely have.
Yeah.
It's gross. This shit, it hurts my soul every time I see it.
I'm so
Seeing recruiters,
Canada.
seeing recruiters in high school walk up to freshmen on their first day and try to talk to them about joining military classes when they haven't even gone to their homeroom yet.
I've never seen a recruiter in my whole life.
Yeah, me neither.
They're everywhere here. You can't go anywhere without people trying to recruit you.
That's stupid.
Which I don't understand, because it's not like we're in wartime.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, if we were in wartime, there wouldn't be recruiting. It'd be fucking
Drafting, yeah.
Conscription or
LTC
drafting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we haven't done a draft in a long time. I don't think we've done a draft
World
since the
War II.
70s. We did a draft for
no,
Nam.
sorry, Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah, the 70s. Nam was our last draft.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's so nasty. Like, when I remember...
If there's ever a draft, I'm going to jail. Fuck that. I'm not joining the fucking military.
Yeah, I
There's
fucking...
zero
I'll
fucking chance.
leave the country or shoot myself before I join the U.S. military. This shit is... It's so messed up what they have you do. I would rather be dead than have to shoot Syrian children. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you don't have to fight. You can just pilot the drones. Yeah, the drones that drop bombs on innocents. Who cares about casualties if you win the war that we're not even in? But it makes money, so let's keep doing it. Even though our president promised us we wouldn't be. And then promised us we wouldn't drop bombs on innocents. And then 10 days after his inauguration, ordered the bombing of a civilian city. Whack. And it's not like our previous president was any better. Also, murdering civilians.
Yeah. World kind of fucked up, fun fact.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I have taken the black pill. I have become the doomer meme. The world is lie, everything is fuck. At least I have my collection of anime girl figurines to stare at me while I consider suicide. Oh, and my giant fuck off dragon from Monster Hunter. I guess that's there too.
Pogger.
Oh, speaking of, I'm playing playing Rise some more. It's so good. Katra, if you still have a Switch, you should buy it. The game's dope.
I have no money.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's true. Never mind, actually. I forgot about that. Are you still working for BK, or did you get relieved? You don't know?
I don't fucking know.
That's a bad spot to be in.
Yeah. I said, I need to take time off. And they said, quit. And
They can't force you to quit.
Yeah. So I just,
and if they fire you, can't you file
respond
for...
to that.
And if they fire you, can't you file for unemployment?
Yeah.
And if they fired you because you were... And if they fired you... Well, I mean, you should show up at the end of your thing, just to be sure. Because if you don't show up for work, then they can just say that, oh, he never showed back up, he quit.
Yeah, well, I haven't showed up.
I mean, has your 2 weeks, the 2 weeks you wanted off, passed?
Dog, that was like...
Yeah, you're not going to be able to file for unemployment. They're going to contact your employer and say that he never showed up after his time. If it's like it here it isn't here. If it's like it is here in America,
you can't quit and get it.
Yeah. Well, in America, sometimes you get
under certain circumstances, you definitely.
Yeah, it depends on what's going on. There is leeway there, but if you're just straight up quitting, then you're not allowed to file for it. But if there's like special circumstances that you can explain, then you can't get it.
You know what's sad?
Well, there are.
In America, if your employer says they fired you because you were an unsatisfactory employee, you can also not get it. So if they fire you and then then you're like, okay, I want to file for unemployment because I was unjustly fired, you know, and they're like, no, he was just a shithead. We fired him because he didn't do his job correctly and was being weird to our female staff. They can be like, yeah, bro, we're not giving you unemployment. And they don't have to be truthful about it. They don't have to provide evidence.
I mean, if they're being truthful about that, yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is,
give that fucker money
you can just not be.
Yeah, they could lie about it.
Well, yeah.
And you can take them to court over it, but it's not worth it. The money you're gonna make off of it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's big sad.
They're easier on it right now because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah, they basically give you money so that you don't, starve. Which has inadvertently led to a problem of people abusing that system because they're making more money now than they did when they were working full time. Which is a good thing. They're making it, and the problem isn't the system that the government's putting out. The problem is the fact that no one's paying them enough to survive.
Yeah.
So now you have a ton of even small businesses that are shutting down because they can't keep up. And then you have businesses like, even larger businesses are shutting down because they can't find workers. You have places like where I work where instead of shutting down or changing and redistributing its staff by stopping overnight, They just said, yeah, we'll just make everyone work 10 times harder and not give them any extra pay. I have made like $3 in raises though in the last year, which is nice.
They're probably giving out more hours though, so you can get more pay that way. But it's just a lot more work. Right?
It's not worth it. At some point, the hours stop being. That's a fucking. That is a capitalist American lie. You should take all the hours you want. No, it's not worth it. I tried it. It doesn't work. I'm living proof that all that does is lead to stress, depression.
Yeah.
I think
Especially for people who
14
already
days
struggle
in a
with
row
depression.
before. That's probably the most I've done.
I think the worst I've ever done was a full straight month. And every week I worked like 60 hours. It was god awful.
Actually, I've done longer than 14 days. At one point, I had 2 jobs.
Oh, okay.
But one of my jobs was extremely easy. The other job was not bad. So
What sucks for me right now is the fact that we work in. I work in a tourist city, and because I live in the South of America, no one cares about the virus. They believe it is all liberal lies spread by the government to put us down and create sheeple so that they can destroy Christianity. That's not a joke.
Yeah,
This is what people really think, and
my
that's
mom
bad.
has that brain. I know it all too well.
No one cares about their safety, so they just constantly show up here. And because, people are making more money, like our regular crew is making more money not working, we have 1/3 of the capacity of our store, and they will not shut any of the store down. So instead of having 4 people to work the front, like we normally have, which is the bare minimum you should have to work our front, we have me work the front.
Yeah.
And 3 people in the store on a good day. Holy shit. And then, because I live in the South of America, a lot of people say a lot of really rude shit. Because everyone down here is a fucking shitty redneck drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely fun.
Yeah, it doesn't really
I live
sound
in the redneck part of Canada, so
yeah,
I kind of get that.
you live in Canada's Texas.
Yeah.
Canada's Texas is still better than America's Florida.
Yes.
The only good part about Florida is its scenery, and even then, only half of it. Because the other half of it is swampland, which I like. I think swamps are dope, but most people don't.
There's some scary ass stories about alligators.
Yeah.
When you live in Florida long enough, you just get used to it. They exist. They might chomp a leg off. Who cares? It's the same thing with like sharks. You get used to sharks.
Shark pog.
With sharks, alligators attack people more than sharks, though, right?
Yeah, like 10, 15 times the amount every year.
Yeah.
And that's just in Florida. And even then, the number is so small. It's like less than like 20. And then there are some years where shark attacks don't even happen in Florida. Yeah. Like people outside of the country really blow out how scary these things are. Snakes in Florida are scarier than alligators.
I see videos of people just swimming with sharks in Florida.
They really don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Sometimes the younger sharks do, but the older sharks usually don't. Which I don't understand why.
I mean, don't they only really, like, try shit if they, like, smell blood or whatever?
No, one thing about sharks is, for the most part, the sharks around here at least, they don't like human. They don't like, our blood is not good. Like, it doesn't taste good to them. Like, it actively, drives them away. So they'll take a bite of you, realize, oh shit, this isn't actually a seal, because, the flippers and stuff, they think you're a seal or whatever they're trying to find. And they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave now. The idea of a shark attack where they bite you and, like, twist and turn and rip your body in half isn't realistic. It's more like they take a chunk out of you and then go, oh, I don't like this, and then you die from blood loss.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, it's so rare that they even take a chunk out of you. Because you have to swim so far out to reach shark-infested water.
Yeah.
It's very rare that sharks come anywhere near where people normally swim. it's actually more likely that you'll see a dolphin, which can be bad. Dolphins are scarier than sharks because they are more outwardly aggressive.
Yeah.
They'll either be legit the sweetest things ever, like I've swam with dolphins before, and they were the coolest motherfuckers on the planet, or they will just ram into you and try to murder the fuck out of you for no reason.
Mhm.
And we don't know why. There seems to be no explanation why sometimes dolphins of the same species and even of the same school will just be hostile and other ones will just be super kind. It's really weird. What's actually scary out here, though, where I live, are jellyfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jellyfish seem like the scariest.
Yeah, they wash up on the shore sometimes, and even dead, they can still sting you.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying. We've had to shut down the beach over here before because there was just a swarm of dead jellyfish.
Hmm.
We don't know what killed them. It's thought that the local mill dumped a bunch of biohazardous material into the ocean, and it just happened to kill a bunch of jellyfish.
That's probably what it
But
was.
they had to spend like 2 days cleaning the jellyfish off the beach. There were hundreds of
Jesus.
them.
And if you still touch it like a day after, you could still get stung.
Yeah, especially the ones that are poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that are poisonous can stay dangerous for up to a week, I think.
Wind,
But
you got issues.
Shark Tale HD.
you don't like Shark Tale.
You don't like it when the white shark starts rapping like Eminem? He drops the bars. Isn't he Jack Black, by the way?
Lenny? Yeah.
Lenny? Yeah.
Pretty sure.
His vocal range is insane.
People that were in that movie are insane. Like, crazy.
Hey, have you seen Will Smith's career?
Well, you got like Jack Black. You got so many people. Angelina Jolie, Robert De Niro. Like,
That movie
how the
had
hell-
no right to be bad. Like,
How the hell
but
was
yet
he in
somehow it is. Shark Tale is an anomaly.
Yeah.
It's proof that you can't put even if you put all of the smartest kids in one room, they won't finish the project sometimes.
Maybe.
What are these kids?
It's more like...
Danganronpa?
Shut. Gosh,
I've played all 3 of the games. I like them.
I haven't. I just know they're memed on super hard.
Yeah, but they're pretty fun games.
Fair enough.
But the fan base is kind of cringe.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, they're cringe.
There was this you know the dream tweet saying he's like confessing to cheating or whatever.
Yeah.
Blunzy, the Xenoblade.
Oh, I love it! Yes, I love that!
Responded to that with like a Minecraft bad, Xenoblade good or whatever. Someone
No, he was like,
responded.
Minecraft bad, dead games, Xenoblade good.
Yeah.
Play Xenoblade, yeah.
Someone responded with ratioed by a Persona fan. And it's like, I just responded with this is a picture of Shrek. I've been waiting to use it for 2 fucking weeks. And it just says, 0 likes. Impressive. It fucking killed him. It got like 300 likes.
You gotta send me that tweet. I gotta
see this.
that. That's fucking amazing.
It's really funny.
But no, did you see he got suspended on his alt and everything after that? They keep putting him down. He tweets out Gonryu mating press and then gets suspended. It's like a cycle. He might be the most suspended man on the platform.
Case closed.
Oh, I love these. You see, like the whole I hate the Xenoblade community. And then Blunds would constantly quote tweet him like, deal with it, fucker. He would just quote tweet them like fucking, and like, fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Holy shit, I'm having a brain fart. Oh, he would just fucking fuck with them.
Oh, that
He's
dude
a
only
god
got
tier Twitter
4
account.
likes.
0 likes. Impressive. That is god status.
Fucking the original 2 tweets. Fucking deleted. They're gone.
I can't see the other replies under.
Because he got suspended.
Oh.
And Dream deleted the tweet.
Oh, he deleted it? Well, I guess he was just joking then.
Yeah, he was just joking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an obsession. I have an obsession and a confession to make.
About Dream?
No, worse. Fumos. They are everywhere, and I love them. I want the funny, cute doll.
What does Fumo mean?
The Fumos, they're just like little dolls from the Toho girls, and they're fucking adorable, and they're everywhere. And there's like these insanely referential, deep rabbit hole memes with the Fumos. There's this whole saga of a guy who lost his Chiryu Fumo, and then someone else found it, like a completely different person. The tweet got so big about him losing it, found it downstream at the river he lost it on, and then returned it to him. Some guy he had never even met.
Yoinky sploinky.
Shut up! You haven't even played that game. You're not allowed to say the Yoinky Splinky.
Insult me.
I watched the first, like, I haven't, like, this is kind of weird, but I haven't looked at Definitive Edition for Xenoblade, and I looked at their models, and they kind of look weird to me.
The Definitive Edition?
Yeah.
I love them. I think they look better than the original. I like the original's more gritty art style,
but it's just like,
man.
I didn't picture them being glowed up like that.
Yeah, it's very bright. It's a very, it's like a Xenoblade. It's Xenoblade 2. Like, it's the same art style.
I just didn't picture it like that.
And I think it works better. Like,
it definitely
a lot of people swear by the original because they're grittier and darker and more realistic.
Yeah.
But the stronger facial expressions and directing of DE, it much more than makes up for it.
Yeah, it just looked weird to me. I wouldn't say it's bad or anything.
It took me a minute to get used to it. Xenoblade, a good game that you've never touched.
True.
You should, bitch.
Maybe. One day.
You should just sink 100 hours into it.
And watch
I could do that, or no. I could do that, or I could sink 100 hours into Guilty Gear Strive.
Okay, but one of those games is good, and it's not Strive.
Yikes.
A game where Saul can touch of death you with 2D is not a good game.
In the beta.
No, in the newest beta, yeah, he can. Yeah. With full meter, he lands counter hit 2D. Have you seen that combo?
Yeah.
It's so... Dude, the RC system is so fucking dope. I love that you can just launch yourself in the air.
RC is, like, the most important it's ever been. I'm calling it.
Yeah, this is definitely... this has surpassed Accent Core as having my favorite RC system. Like, I love Accent Cores, but man, this one, the movement you can do with it, and shit like redirecting the momentum of Volcanic Viper up and forward so you fly up into the air and catch them with another Volcanic Viper just to do it again is so cool. And then the fact that after the second Volcanic Viper, you can combo them to the ground and then do a wall break that kills. I think it only kills Chip, though. And maybe Ram. I think she has the same health as Chip.
No.
No,
I
Not
think she
Ram. Sorry,
is.
Milia.
Milia, yeah.
It kills Chip, and it might kill Milia.
Mhm. Me too.
It's still hilarious to me that in the first beta, 5P, 5P, 2P from Potemkin did 1/4 of Chip's life. That shit's so funny.
Balance. All I care about is that Giovanna is Pogovana. I'm very excited to.
Cross up kickflip that also hits high.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
That's also plus, and can be RC'd to be more plus, or as I hit confirm for big damage. I love this character. She is Gorilla.
That's not even the good move. It's a good move, but that's not even the good move.
Her really good move is the one where she like throws the dog forward. I think that's her far slash.
Huh?
Where she like swings the dog up at an angle.
The roundhouse, yeah. That's
That's far slash.
That's
isn't
a
it?
special.
Or the heavy slash.
That's
That's
a special. Yeah.
I thought that was I thought that was a normal.
It's quarter circle back kick.
That's actually way better now that it's a special because you can combo it off after more because Gatlings are so limited in this game.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you can combo into it off of like everything pretty much.
Yeah.
That move's insane. The spiral arrow is insane, like the one where she lunges forward. That's
she has Cammy's dive kick,
that is
basically, or
plus
dive
on
kick.
block.
Spiral. Wait,
That
that's
thing is-
plus?
It's plus,
Is it-
and it goes through projectiles.
Is it plus at all ranges or just mid range? Like if she hits you with it early, is it plus? Because like I know Cammy, she's only like equal or -1 if she hits you with it long.
I don't know actually. It's pretty damn safe regardless.
Yeah, I know it's not.
I'm pretty sure like up close it's plus still.
God, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Giovanna's a fucked up character.
Yeah, she's really good.
But she's super simple too.
Mm-hmm.
I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's not as cool as Potemkin, but not many people are.
Cringe.
I am a Potemkin apologist.
What do you?
I just like the big dudes. I like big dudes who pick you up and throw you around. Like Waldstein, as much as I don't like playing him, because Undernate's already a pretty slow game and he feels even more sluggish than everyone else. His command grab is so cool because he picks you up. He does like four flips, slams you onto the ground, and then does another flip off of the momentum from hitting you on the ground. It's so fucking cool. And then in BB Tag, you can combo off of it. So if you land raw slam, you can call an assist and combo off of it. Just like any other special. And then you get big boy damage, because it doesn't scale very much.
If you're gonna play Eunice or Uniclear, just play Oreo. She is based.
Okay, you can do that, or you can play the Funny Man.
See,
And you can do round start Chesto. You can just round start Tatsu every game.
Sword. Smile.
You can play objectively the most fun Shoto ever created.
Ah, you're talking about Kurogane from Blaze Blue Central Fiction.
No, why yes, officer, I do love arthritis.
That's so fucked up. So, there's this character in Blaze Blue Central Fiction where a lot of his, like, he's got, like, these, like, dash cancels and stuff, so you can, like, cancel your attacks with dashes. Problem is, it's like a 3-frame window.
I think it's 2. I think it's different with certain attacks.
3.
Yeah,
no, it's just 3.
Fucked up.
I'm pretty sure. But so you're pretty much, like, breaking your fingers playing this man.
Keep in mind, there is not a dash macro button. You dash by pressing forward on the stick twice.
Yeah.
So you have to...
So
and a lot of these moves that he's going to cancel out of are... What's the word I'm looking for? They're command normals. So you have to hold down and press a button, or back and press a button, forward and press a button. And then, return the stick to neutral, and in 3 frames, double tap forward. And I believe you can also do it with specials. Some of his specials can be dash canceled. I don't play much Naoto. So what you would do then is you would input the special, return the stick to neutral, and if it doesn't return all the way to neutral, you don't get the dash cancel, then dash for the dash cancel. I don't know how Naoto players do it.
Well, they simply use a fight pad and not a stick.
Oh yeah, I guess on pad it would be way easier.
Buttons are much easier than stick. For that.
Yeah, actually.
I
But
would
the people who play on stick are insane though.
Yeah.
Isn't it better to play on the stick?
It doesn't really matter. For fighting
really-
games, it's literally a comfort thing.
Honestly, it depends on the game because some
There's
games
no objective
pad
in
is
best
just
control
better.
or anything.
Because in some games like Tekken, pad is just better. Because you can get faster and more consistent Korean backdashes. And you can do shit in Tekken that you weren't intended to do.
Oh, true.
Which I don't know if it's been patched. And there's some games, like older games, where you can block without moving backwards. By inputting forward and backwards, because they just never thought to implement something for that, because they weren't made with that control scheme in mind.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Akatsuki Blitzkampf, the game that Akatsuki is from. The character I was talking about earlier, who is the most fun Shoto ever made. In his game, because it wasn't designed to be played with a pad at all, you can just hold back and forward at the same time and stand block. Which, normally when you block, you walk back until you get into a certain proximity. So the risk there is you're giving up screen space if you don't block with perfect timing. So now you can just, oh, cool, it's Mortal Kombat. I just press the button and now I'm blocking.
Press right bumper.
I also wish you could turn that off in MK, or like you had the option, kind of like you do in Grand Blue. Because in Grand Blue you can traditionally block or you can button block.
Oh, yeah.
And I much prefer traditional block.
Well, yeah.
I think it makes for more interesting gameplay, and it's just more fun. It's more fun to like react and go, oh shit, and have to like swing the stick back, than it is to go, oh shit, and press a button.
Fair.
Why I like playing with stick. I don't like going fireball. I like going. There's my stick. I like going fireball. It's just much more fun to move the stick. And it makes this satisfying noise. Oh, it's just so nice. I love my fun stick.
I just remembered my friend Gio. He plays fighting games on a keyboard.
Started with a keyboard because I didn't have anything else to play with.
Funny. It's so funny.
I played Melty on a keyboard.
Okay,
Do you want a stick though?
Yeah,
Second
you want a
choice,
stick
too.
now. The thing about Gio
Oh, yeah.
is he just wants to play on keyboard.
The keyboard is a fine way to play. It's basically like if you
No.
again, it's player comfort.
Yeah, I know. It's just silly.
I actually don't mind it. You can do some nasty stuff on keyboard.
Yeah.
Hell, the Smash hitbox is basically a keyboard. With the way it's designed, it's very similar, and you can basically create that same thing on a keyboard. Hell, fucking Leffen created his own version of the hitbox that's basically just a keyboard. After practicing and trying to learn Smash on a keyboard to prove that it was possible.
See, now I would just play Smash with the GameCube controller that has a keyboard on it.
Ah, but
The
you're
Fantasy
wrong.
Star
It doesn't actually work.
The Fantasy Star one, yeah.
But obviously you didn't watch the Awesome Sauce video because he attempted to get it to work and couldn't connect the keyboard to Dolphin.
Well, that's his fault. I would simply just make it work.
Understandable.
Oh my god. We're gonna hit 3 hours.
Has it already been 3 hours?
Yeah. 2:52. 2:53.
Yeah, I knew we were close because we started a bit later.
Dude, the podcast felt so slow when it started, but then like 10 minutes in, it feels like we're only like 20, 30 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah, the first little
I
bit kind
was
of
tired.
a little slow.
I guess that's what happens when you shoot shit with the boys.
If you what?
Shoot shit with the boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing you guys say in Canada, or is that an American
Yeah.
expression?
Yeah, no, we say it too. I mean, like, not like... It's like, it is a phrase that people say. It's not like...
Like I've heard it before.
It's not like everyone says it or anything like that, but... You know. Okay, well... I want to go to bed.
You say that, but every day when I open up my phone at like 4 a.m., I'm like, oh, country's still up.
Yeah. Think about that.
Why are you up?
Think about that. I went to bed at 8 a.m. and woke up at 11 a.m.
So you're in the same boat I'm in.
Yeah, so yeah.
But you stayed up because you wanted to. I stayed up because I had to make money.
I didn't want to.
I have rent to pay.
I have sleep apnea. Feels bad.
Hey, I have a hard time sleeping too. It might be ADHD related. I don't actually know if that's a symptom of it, but my whole life I've struggled to sleep when I'm not on medication.
I could definitely.
It might just be that I struggle to sleep like normally.
My mom wouldn't let me get medication for helping me sleep because I don't even know why.
There are problems with it.
No.
When I took medication as a kid, I almost became reliant on it. Like, I couldn't sleep without it. Like, at all. It got red. And then, the same thing, and then, fucking ADHD medicine is a fucking sham and a scam, and it's terrible for your body.
Yeah.
And it ruins your mental state.
Yeah.
And that's why so much of it, specifically what I took too, has now been declared hazardous by the FDA. So that's fun. I took hazardous medicine for years.
That's not good.
And the scary thing is the amount of children who don't have the mental disorder who are diagnosed with it and took that medicine for no reason.
Yeah.
I think
So
I
then
could
you had
fall
those
asleep on like rocks. Like I could sleep anywhere.
You're fucking lucky.
Huh?
Like, I don't have trouble sleeping at all.
But
do you know what the thing that does help me sleep is watching videos before I sleep? That I can fall asleep like super fast.
I can.
Yeah, putting on something in the background helps.
Yeah,
It depends for me.
What I've done recently is there's this guy, I think it's something explained, and he does these readings of SCP, like SCP documentations, and he reads them like they're like books, basically, like old like Lovecraftian horror books. And I put those on when I sleep, and it has made 1, sleeping terrifying sometimes, 2, sleeping way easier. Because putting on something like, it's basically like putting on an audiobook while you sleep.
Yeah.
It's really dope.
Or a podcast, perhaps.
God, I can't stand my voice, so I couldn't sleep to it.
Yeah, no, I would never watch one of these ones too.
I've actually watched I've watched them all through. Just like, okay, make sure like the audio is fine or whatever, and then that's why like after watching the first or the second episode, I texted you and was like, hey, our audio is kind of off.
Yeah.
We can fix it for the next episode. But I always make sure to watch them through because I usually forget what we talked about, and it's kind of fun to re-listen to it.
Yeah, for sure. Not while I go to bed though. It's just
No.
I couldn't.
I usually put them on at work just because it just drains.
Yeah.
Like it just like flows into the background into nothingness.
I went to the Soren is the Dragon.
I watch that a lot. Yeah.
That's probably the best moment.
Listen, man.
It's up there. It's Soren's a dragon.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Fuck. Cringe.
What do you mean? That was the golden moment.
No, he's cringe. I mean, like Soren.
Soren is not. You can't say that. It's June, Cocktrue.
Oh yeah, you can't say that.
I'm gonna cancel you. God, you know how many my favorite gay Fire Emblem characters I've seen posted in the last 10 hours?
They should all just be Heather. She's
I'm gonna
like
shoot myself in the head.
the
When are they
only
gonna make a gay final character that's not bi?
Heather.
I guess Sword and Heather.
Do they count as that?
Yeah, they don't ever show affection for anyone of the opposite gender. Like,
Doesn't
at all.
Soren show affection for that shop lady?
No, he
No,
actively
he-
hates her.
Doesn't he say something nice about her?
Yeah.
He literally
to
he
get the
tries
silver
to get
card.
her off of Ike.
Oh, okay.
He literally is just like, he's like, listen, I'm gonna hit on you so that you leave Ike alone, and it doesn't work at all. She
But
sees
just
right
gives
through
you the
it.
silver card anyways.
Yeah. And then at one point he's like, "Here, I'll take that so I can give it to Ike," and he just puts it in the armory, the Hammer
Yeah.
in FE 10.
You get it for one chapter, right?
In FE 10? In FE 10 you get it in part 3.
Yeah.
In FE10?
Yeah, in FE 10
Yeah,
you
but
get it
you
in
get it
part
for
3.
like one base thing, don't you?
You get it.
No, he's talking about
The
base
hard- the thing
conversation.
is-
Snap. Talking about base conversation or conversations.
Hmm.
You only get,
you
like,
get
one.
it for one chapter, and then it
You're
goes away.
thinking of the silver card, not the Hammer.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what he was
yeah,
talking
I thought
about.
we were talking about the silver card.
No, I was talking about the Hammer.
Okay.
After the silver card. We were talking about the silver card until we weren't.
But yeah.
I used to get confused. I'm like, wait, where did the silver card go?
Yeah, you only get it for one chapter. Kind of sucks. Like,
And I don't think
that's
it
like
diminishes
super
the
lame.
cost of forging.
It's because
It
they
doesn't.
just give it to you, right?
Yeah, so there's like no point in it.
I wish it. Imagine half the cost of forging. You can forge double the hand axes. Fucking go. Speaking of,
They don't get much
forging,
money either, so it kind of makes sense to give it to you.
Yeah.
That's probably why they did. But I transfer
Oh,
over
it's
so much
fine.
money with Ileana.
Did you know Japanese FE10, you had to sell items or break them down, I think it was, to make forged materials so you could forge items?
Huh.
Really?
You couldn't just forge with cash.
You're serious?
Yeah, you had to break down hand axes. Like, you had to buy hand axes and either sell them or break them down in order to make hand axe forge material to forge a hand axe. Japanese, and in Japanese FE10, you can't reach tier 3 unless you use the Master Crown.
Dude.
You don't get the legendary weapons for the Dawn Brigade.
Yeah,
Most characters have decreased growths and base stats.
Edward and Leonardo have worse bases.
And then Wrath is a proc percent. It's not below half HP, you get increased crit. It's below half HP, you have a chance to get increased crit.
Japanese
That's why
Rating
it's-
Dawn sounds based.
That's why it sells for so much, or so little, because it's a shit skill.
Mhm. Is
And
that
then
one
there's-
translated?
Hmm?
Is that one like
I don't
translated?
think
Like,
I
just
don't
the
think there's a
basic
patch
menus and
like
stuff?
there. I don't think there's a patch like there is for FE10 or FE9. There
Even if it
probably
was just
is.
like the basic menus, I would play that.
No, it sucks. It's really bad. Like, it's just not a good game. The few changes they made for English FE10 make it infinitely more enjoyable. It makes it easier for sure, but more enjoyable.
I would just play it. Just to see how it is.
God. Fuck.
My fucking eyes are starting to hurt.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You're on barely any sleep.
Sleep is for the weak, and I don't need it.
I'm weak.
7
So
hours.
I need sleep too, but I refuse to get it. You know, one more thing I want to be angry about, because it happened literally this morning, like Tuesday morning. So my boss offered me an extra day off this week. I was only supposed to have today off, but she offered me tomorrow off as well because I'm fucking exhausted. Because I only get half a day off every week. So And then, at first I was like, no, it's not fair that I get more time off than everyone else. But then I realized I already have less time off than everyone else, and I work harder because I'm the only person that has to work solo. Yeah, I want that time off. And then today she held it over my head that I took the time off, just by offering it to me. I'm like, what the fuck? You offered me this time off. Why are you angry at me that I took the time off? Fucking wacko.
You weren't supposed to take it, dude.
I don't give a shit. They can hire more people. I want the time off. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, so I work overnight Monday. And so I'm not expected to get home until 10 o'clock. So I'm expected to work a 12-hour shift. And then, if I sleep for 8 hours, I don't wake up till 6 p.m. That's the day gone.
Yeah.
Because I have to be back at work at 2 o'clock the next day. So it's not like I can stay up all night and then have that as my free time. No, I gotta go to bed at like 1. So like, what, I get 5 hours? I have 5 hours of an off day. It's fucking gross. And that's what I've been doing for months.
Jeez.
Which is, no! American work culture is so gross.
Yeah.
Because they don't, at least from what I understand about how gross Japanese work culture is, they teach you in school, yeah, you're expected to work like this. In America, they never tell you that work culture is anything like that. They're like, you'll get time off. You'll be treated with, you can go to people if you feel like you're being overworked, you'll be compensated. They never tell you that, yeah, when your boss says you can take time off, you should say no. Which, at this point, I don't give a shit. They can't fire me. They don't have enough people. I can do whatever I want. They don't have the people to fire me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to abuse that and take the time off. And when the time comes that I take my week vacation, I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They can't stop me from it. I could literally take it right now if I wanted to. I can roll up and be like, alright, I want to take my paid vacation now. I get 1 a year.
Damn.
Thinking of taking it in November and then trying to get a second week off, which won't be paid, but whatever. And
Yeah, dude, let's go to SoCal.
I want to go somewhere. Yeah, I've lived in Florida and Alabama my whole life, and I've been up to Georgia and all the way up from south to North Carolina to the Smoky Mountains. That's all I've ever seen. I've never been outside of this like bottom east corner of America. I want to go somewhere. Like I have friends in the Philippines who I might want to go visit. I have a Yugoslavic friend who's really cool who I'd love to go visit. Friends up there in Canada. I've got you, Kamui, and fucking Wind. I forgot about Wind. I've got a buddy of mine in Ohio who I've been friends with for like 4 years. My buddy Ryan. He's fucking awesome. Fucking people all over the world I want to go say hi to. And obviously I can't visit them all at once. But I'd love to go see, visit someone and get out of this place for a bit.
Yeah.
Whether that be I go to Second America, or I go to Filipino America, or I go to Yugoslavic America. I'm just going to a different place that speaks English.
Yeah.
I can't wait to travel again.
Yeah, I've never done any traveling.
Oh yeah, no, I've never left Ontario. Yeah.
The cool thing is, the thing I'm most excited about is I'll get to ride a plane no matter where I go. I'll be flying.
That's
You haven't flown before?
No.
I haven't.
When?
Really?
Ontario.
I live 3 hours away from Disneyland, and I have never been. My family has never had the money to do anything, let alone fly.
Let's see.
Now I have, disposable income. I'm living above the poverty line.
Yeah, well, I feel like by November, a lot of places will be like open for travel too. So
Yeah. Obviously, I want to wait because,
don't you want to go to Japan, dude?
not really.
No.
Not really.
I want to
like,
go
obviously-
there
I would love to go. I would love to go to Japan and see, like the studios that make all my favorite anime and games and stuff. But I really don't care about Japan. Like, obviously, I think the place is cool, and the people there make shit I love. But I'm not, like, deeply interested in their culture. I think their mythology's dope. Like, I think yokai and stuff and their Shinto gods are super cool. But I don't care to go there for that. I wouldn't be going there to see, like, Akiba and buy anime figurines. I'd rather go somewhere. And I would go there to a place with a language that I have tried and failed to learn and can't speak at all. For nothing, for no one. There's no one there I know. Whereas if I go up to Canada, despite it being America 2 Electric Boogaloo, I got good friends there I'd love to see. Or at least in the Philippines, where I have two friends. One, I have friends there who I really like, and two, they speak English. And then, a lot of people in Yugoslavia, like Yugoslavic areas, speak English, and I have friends there. I have two friends in the United Kingdom, and obviously they speak backwards English, but it's still... Yeah, I can't believe I'm friends with British people.
Riding round in a robot.
British Fire Emblem.
Oh.
When the trash starts rapping.
Yeah, riding round in a robot. I love that video.
It is really funny. But yeah, I don't want to just go somewhere because I like what comes
somewhere. Yeah,
I want to go somewhere where there's people, because like I can just look at pictures of Japanese landscape and order anime figurines online. I can't just order a friend to my house.
Well,
Gotcha, get in the box.
I'm sorry, man. I'm never going to Florida.
We're playing a Smash Bros. 50. I'm gonna be real with you. Florida's not that bad. It gets overhyped. And the landscapes and beaches are very nice.
Counterpoint, I hate the heat. I'm never going to Arizona either. I'm gonna be clear about that.
I love the heat. I don't like the heat, but man, I love that I can swim for 80% of the year.
Dude, okay, you know what? Fuck it, actually. I didn't think about that one.
That you
I
can
love
swim
swimming. I love swimming. Yeah. Swimming is the best invention. Invention? It's not an invention. Whoever thought me go in the water was a genius. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Swimming.
Oh yeah, whoever realized how to swim.
Yeah. Whoever didn't drown, genius.
And the person that didn't drown is a genius. You're right.
Imagine like discovering drowning. Like imagine you're in like a group of people. Someone's like, "What is this?" and they just fucking die.
Well, I assume it's like how it is for children, where they have an innate fear of the water.
Yeah.
Because it's big, it's scary, you can't see the ground.
I think if you were gonna go see what drowning is, you wouldn't go just jump into a huge pool of water, right?
Well,
you have an innate fear of it. You don't understand it. It's the same thing as children. You see, children don't walk. Like, even babies are afraid to walk over to a river. The same babies who will happily walk into a wood chipper if you're not careful. They don't have a danger sense, but they understand water bad.
Well, yeah, but my point is, like... So, like, eventually, they go to the water. Eventually, someone had to have gone to the water.
Yeah, someone is a dumb fuck enough to do it.
Yeah. Someone drowned. Just imagine that.
Think about it like
first person to drown. They were like...
You go into the water and you float, and you're perfectly fine. Like, you're a natural at swimming. You're the first caveman to figure out what swimming is. So you're like, come in water. Yeah. I float. We get fish. And then the rest of your party's like, water! Woo! This is like fire, but it's wet. So they jump in and like they all drown. You're like, Grunk sad. Friends no float. Me use friends to lure tiger. Me eat good tonight.
Could eat 1 million tiger zones.
Billion even. God,
That's a lot of tigers.
that is a lot of tigers.
Did a billion tigers beat one lion?
No.
What? Yeah.
I don't think so.
A
No
billion
way.
tigers beat one lion?
Lions are pretty strong.
Lions can beat
That's a
all the
strong
Pokemon,
lion.
so they can beat tigers.
True, if a billion lions could beat every Pokemon, then one lion could beat a billion tigers.
Easily.
I see no issue with that logic.
Yeah.
So how many tigers would it take to beat the Pokemon? What's a billion times a billion? It'd probably be that. Because, like...
A quintillion tigers. 1 billion tigers plus 1 lion. That beats the Pokemon. The lion is the head. He's their strategist. He's like the emperor. And they're all his, like, samurai. Or the shogun, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my god, 315. I think
Before we
this
end,
is
I have to make a call-out post, motherfucker. I bought Killer Instinct, and we have still yet to play it.
You're correct. I didn't know you bought it.
Yeah, I literally bought it the day after you mentioned it, I think.
I'll probably play tomorrow. I don't know. I fucking, like, my thumbs are, like, cracked.
I kind of have plans tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be going out with a friend.
I've been
At
like so
some
busy
point, we
lately.
will play. Yeah,
I've been so busy lately. I built a new PC. I haven't even been able to play anything on it.
that's tragic.
Like I literally got home 30 minutes before we started recording.
Damn.
Yeah, so tomorrow I'll probably play something. Well, actually tomorrow I have stupid shit to do too.
Oh
My brother's getting married because I have to do all this stuff too. So
Oh.
it's annoying. It's not annoying that he's getting married. It's just annoying having to preparing for it.
Yeah. God, brothers and their marriages, jeez.
Wait, what?
You just completely.
I zoned out for a
forgot
moment.
your
I'm
life.
sorry. What's happening?
I said I'm just like busy all the time recently, and I haven't even been able to play my new PC yet. Play on my new PC.
I heard brother marriage. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like busy. Like I gotta do stuff like. He's getting married,
You have a brother?
and my cousin's also getting married too. So
Goddamn. Yo,
Yeah, I have
me
a
and my
brother.
buddy,
You have a
me and my
brother?
buddy, me and my buddy Peyton were talking about this. He was talking about Instagram because I have an old Instagram account I forgot about that I made in like senior year. He's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about deleting my Instagram because all I see on it are my friends from high school getting married and having kids, and I feel so behind." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I get that."
Yeah.
They're getting married and having kids and have stable jobs, and I'm over here single, depressed, and working 60 hours a week at McDonald's. That'd be life, though. I spend all my time getting Apex Dubskis
So
and
who's
looking
really
at anime
winning, man?
girls. Me, they're not
Yeah.
getting dubs. They're too busy taking care of children. Ew.
True. Kids gross.
Those
That's
kids
the
aren't
moral
getting
of the story.
dubs, but I am.
They will never be pro gamers. They will never be Apex Legends.
True.
Alright.
Even if Titanfall's more fun.
Well, yeah.
Okay, are we gonna end it soon?
I was about to say, any closing remarks, gamers?
My Gundam fell over.
That is sad.
I just gotta pick it up. I don't really have anything else to talk about.
I feel like they should make like a Cyclops figure. We've been talking
Heck
about
nah.
figures today, so I've been thinking about a Cyclops figure with a Corona head on it.
Dude, please.
I just want a Korone figure. Like, on God.
Okay, there's a
There's
Corona
not
figure
one yet.
coming out. So what we gotta do is we gotta find a Cyclops figure with the removable
I swear to
removable
God,
visor.
if you violate that Corona figure, I will find you,
It's not
and you will pay.
violating. It's just putting
you
a
were
visor
taking-
on her.
Okay, I thought you were gonna take the head off and put it on the
No.
Cyclops figure.
It's
No,
like-
we gotta find a way to. We could like 3D print a visor and put it on her. She'd be
It's
X-Man.
X-Man.
Alright, well.
You know what's funny? Just before that clip, she starts bonking chat for being horny. Like, these are the same things she makes a visor. She's bonking the chat.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Corona, she just fucking makes clips on clips on clips.
Yeah, those clips are amazing.
Dude, I'm so excited for more Hololive figures. Because there's a couple out, but I haven't bought any yet. Because they're not for people I really, really like. Just ones that I kind of like. Like Fubuki and Aqua. But like the moment like a Holo-en figure drops, or Korone, or Akayu, or Watame, or all of Gen 5, or all of Gen 4, or all of Gen 3, oh god, I'm gonna have no money and no shelf space. I'm gonna have so many figurines. And then I have the body pillows in the mail, and the mouse pad, and all the posters.
Poggers.
Is this what Obsession is like? Is this what Idol fans are like? Have I become what I hate?
You are
Probably.
K-pop Twitter. For VTubers.
Oh god,
somebody
no.
When you
What
think
am I
about it
doing?
that way. Dude, the BTS... Dude.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I've specifically avoided talking about it for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to have PTSD by the end of it.
Yeah.
It's already worse than the Travis Scott meal.
Dude, Travis Scott. Fortnite burger.
One nice thing though is the fact that less people know about BTS around here. So it's more like 14-year-old girls giggling about it than it is about people driving up and playing sicko mode into the mic.
True.
Which there's one fucking video of someone doing that went viral, and then everyone did it for like a week. You would get multiple cars in a row who would roll up, and all you hear is "Wing!" Like, okay, Travis Scott, what's a drink? I genuinely didn't. I had never hated humanity as much as I did in that week.
Yeah.
I learned to hate white teenagers because they were all like people like 2 years younger than me, still in high school. His demographic.
Yeah.
And the worst part was, because Travis Scott had just had the Fortnite concert, you could tangibly call it the Fortnite burger.
Yeah, everyone was calling it the Fortnite burger.
That's the worst part. And then, most people forget this, we did another celebrity meal right after the Travis Scott, before the BTS. We did one for some reggae singer, and it was a Big Mac and a McFlurry, and no one fucking ordered it because no one knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was a native African reggae singer who was really popular, in Africa, but not in the US. And nobody ordered it. People were just like, "Hey, can I get
That's
that
what
Big
I
Mac
call
meal?"
marketing.
Yeah, no, literally, no one said his name. They were like, "Hey, can I get that Big Mac meal with the McFlurry, that new one y'all are doing?" And then, unlike people rolling up playing Travis Scott music or saying they want the K-pop meal, which I refuse to call it that. I keep saying, "So you want the 10-piece special meal?" Which literally, it's not the was the least special because it came with unique stuff. So it came with a slightly modified deluxe quarter pounder, and it came with free sauce. The BTS meal, it's just a 10-piece meal. It's not any cheaper. It doesn't come with anything special. Technically, you're not supposed to get the Cajun sauce or sweet chili unless you order it, but there's nothing stopping you from ordering Cajun sauce and sweet chili with just a regular 10-piece meal. You can't even get the BTS meal large. It's always medium. It's stupid. It's fucking...
It's kind of funny.
It's so dumb. And it's more expensive.
Yeah,
It is
that's
more
called a
expensive than the
marketing
regular one.
scheme.
Yeah, and the best part is people fall for it. They're so dumb. Then again, I say that, but I'm about to buy a $110 figurine of a cat girl with a titty, though, so... What can I say about people who are dumb with money?
Respectable.
And I'm going to put it on my shelf for everyone to see. I want them to be the first paint. I'm going to put it right next to Rathalos. So people come in, the first thing they see is a big dragon, the second thing they see is big titty.
Kind of base.
And then right next to that on my wall, I'm going to put the Lamia poster I have. I'm going to go full degenerate. I don't want any woman to ever walk into my room. Which is fine. I'd rather have men walk in anyway.
Fair enough.
Funny how we both retweeted that Shrek thing, but there's like no context above it anymore.
Yeah, that makes it even more funny.
Well,
Yeah.
it
Especially 'cause he
literally
has
just
4
says
likes.
ratioed by a Persona fan.
Yeah,
0
that's all
likes.
it says.
Impressive.
The funniest part now is that it has 4 likes.
Mhm. Yeah, that makes me mad.
Yeah, but that makes it even funnier.
True. The fact that he got ratioed that fucking hard, but he still has the likes. So the meme isn't true anymore.
You know, I guess it's pregnant, so I guess, and I could talk about a cool thing for it. So I'm bisexual. Like, that's pretty obvious if you look at my Twitter for 2 minutes. I think it's even in my bio. But, and I came out to my parents a while ago. I live with my grandmother, and she has 0 clue. And she probably will never know. Because my grandmother is a deeply religious person with a deep hatred for the LGBT. So, woo! And I live in a house where there is constant rampant homophobia. And I'm just used to it because that's the environment I grew up in. Hell, I grew up homophobic. I grew up being taught that gay people were weird and lesser and wrong, like for a lack of a better word. And I believed that for most of my life. Up until probably middle school, like middle of middle school, when I actually was like, let me be smart. And then it wasn't until high school where I really understood it.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even until I came to understand myself. So it wasn't even until like 10th grade. So it has... So more than half of my life, I've been a shithead.
I mean, yeah, I think that's just the thing with like, if you grow up with conservative, kind of parents,
Oh yeah, my
I
parents
think
are
you're just doomed to grow up thinking that kind of stuff, which sucks.
Mhm.
It's fucking terrible. Because I was, the same way. I mean, I'm not gay, but like, I grew up being, pretty just homophobic because like fucking my parents were very homophobic, and I was like, oh yeah, this is fine, and then I ended up figuring out like maybe this isn't fine.
Yeah, hell, up until I met a trans person for the first time, I just didn't understand it. And I have said some things I deeply and truly regret, and that I still think about, and it makes me feel horrible, which is a good thing. It shows that I've grown, and I've come to understand the world around me better. But the fact that I was ever in a position so soon as even just a few years ago, 2 years ago, in high school, thinking that is gross, and it hurts me. But that's just how it was, and it's not like that anymore, which is nice.
Yeah.
Which
As long as you learn from it, right?
Yeah, I tweeted about this at one point. How a couple people in the FE community had some stuff in their past dug up, like smaller members of our immediate community, and people were dogpiling them. And I made a tweet like, "Man, I'm glad nobody cares about me outside of being horny, because there is stuff on my Twitter from when I first made it that I very much regret posting, but I refuse to take down because it is something I said. And if I took it down, it would just look like I'm running from it.
That's fair.
And I don't want to hold back the fact that I used to be, because I made this in like 2018, when I was still a dumb kid, and I'm still dumb, but
you mean Dude, I made my Twitter when I was 12.
Oh my goodness. I made it when I think I was 17 when I made my Twitter. And I'm still dumb.
I was
but
a
back
fucking
then
giveaway bot. I just retweeted giveaways.
But back then I was like mega dumb, and I said some really stupid shit. And I guess if anyone does go back, this is me saying I'm sorry for what I said, and I don't stand by it. But really anything I said, but it needs to stay up because it exists. I still said it.
I made my Twitter last year.
So I guess that's me.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And you have more followers than me.
Hey,
Then again, I don't really,
if it makes
I
you
don't
feel
really
any better,
tweet.
I should have like close to 1,000 right now. I lost my old account because remember how I said I made it when I was 12?
Mhm.
Well, I made my birthday, my birth year a little bit wrong because it's 13 and up for Twitter. And then I was like, when I turned 18, I was like, I wonder why this is like this. And then I switched my birth year to my regular year, and my account got suspended. So I made a new one.
I think the reason that I don't get much interaction on Twitter is that I spend most of my time on Twitter, like DMing people, like meeting people and talking to them in DMs and retweeting art. Because I don't really make a whole lot of posts. I spend most of my time replying to posts and talking to people.
I
Because
just
that's
do
more
a lot
enjoyable
of
for me.
retweeting.
I don't really do much
I mean, my
retweeting.
Twitter is literally just me retweeting and a lot of
Yeah, not to the extent of yours,
spicy.
but like I have a lot of retweet. I'm kind of in the middle. Like I do a lot of retweeting, but then I do a lot of like, haha, random tweet.
One thing that does suck though about not having a following is when you say something that you genuinely think would help people if they heard it, and then no one sees it.
I usually
Like
see it.
when the mirror thing happened, I made a tweet I was so proud of. I made it my pinned post, and I probably won't take it down because it just resonates perfectly with how I felt then. It's a gif of Griffith, and it says, "Remember, no matter what happens, there'll always be another tomorrow. As much as it hurts, and it hurts a hell of a lot, we have to struggle and move forward. That's the only way." Which at the time was just my thoughts on the passing of Miura and what his writing had taught me. But I really do think it works for everything. Like for life. Because there's really no point in life if you don't struggle. You have to struggle. That's what makes life worth living, is the struggle.
Fair enough.
Which sucks, you shouldn't have to struggle. But it's better than being dead.
Yeah.
That's what Berserk taught me. And that's a lesson I'll take with me to the grave.
Fair enough.
I brought it back around to my existential crises in Berserk again. Whee!
You didn't talk about Berserk today, though.
I just did.
No, I meant before this.
No. I did mention that I was looking at, I have a bunch of Berserk volumes earlier, but...
Yeah.
Man, I have been on a spiral of existentialism recently. And, self-reflection. It's crazy. I've been thinking a lot about, life and shit, and my place in it. Because I'm fucking about to turn 21, and I have zero dreams or aspirations, and have no plans. I have no idea what I want to do, if I want to do anything at all.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't have plans for college, because I don't have the money for it. Fucking barely finished high school. I don't have plans to leave, because I don't know where I would go. don't have plans for finding a different job or a better job. Or
to
like,
put too
I don't
much
know if
pressure
I'll
on
move
yourself.
up. I mean, I gotta do something eventually.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, I have up to this point, but eventually I'm not gonna be able to. I can only ride on pure luck for so long.
I kind of
Like
get that.
I've gone from like I make a living in my current job, and if I stick with it, I could make more and keep moving up. Because I mean, I've moved up the corporate ladder pretty quickly. Like as soon as I turned 18, I was already running the store. And I'd only been working there for a year. And now, I'm an experienced manager, and I've worked at different places since then, and then come back. So I could probably stay there and, move up the ladder and even run a store at some point, go full corporate. Do I even want to do that? Like, would I be happy? I don't know. I think about this stuff a lot. And does it matter if I'm happy or not if I have money in my wallet? Because if I have money in my wallet, who cares if I'm not happy?
The money is supposed to bring happiness. Apparently.
I mean, it does. I mean, people who say that money can't bring happiness are obviously lying because
They're
with
definitely
money,
lying.
you can buy things that make you happy. You can buy, you can afford therapy to help you through mental instability in your life. If you don't have money, you can't do any of that. You just have to work through it until it breaks you down and you can't work anymore, and then you don't have money and you die. That's just how it is. People who say that money's not important to life are the people who have so much money they've never had to think about it. But that's just how things go.
Yeah. It'd be that way.
Woo! Existentialism and my thoughts on capitalist society all in one episode. This definitely isn't gonna... And I said I hate Pride Month. This definitely isn't gonna make more people I don't know hate me.
Well, I don't think your views on Pride Month were bad. And your views on capitalism are pretty fair, too.
Yeah. Like, shit, I'm always so surprised when someone I've never spoken with tells me they hate me. Like, it happened in Kutcher's stream the other day.
Okay, no.
Someone I don't know.
That was because
was
he
like,
was listening when we were talking about Redo.
Oh. I didn't remember my stance on Redo.
You were just saying
I was really tired.
You're saying it's not gross.
No, I said it is gross, but people should be able to make gross art, and it's up to other people to support it or not. I said it doesn't really matter. Because I don't really care what people make. It's, because people make it with a monetary incentive. Which very specifically the artist has come out and said he wrote that story because he knew it would sell. So if you don't like it and you don't want it to sell, you should tell people not to buy it, not tell people that they're gross for enjoying the art. Because it was made to pander to a specific fetish.
Ugh.
It's a weird fetish, but it's no weirder than the people who like furry art or, any other weird fetish. It's just BDSM taken to the nth degree. It's not like it's a good show, it's still fucking shit ass. And you should just watch hentai. But if people want to watch it, that's fine, who cares? But I know I'm in the minority for thinking that. Ooh, I did that thing where I said things that make people not like me. I'm sorry. The podcast is gonna hate me.
Good.
Thank you.
It's fine.
Oh my god, we're almost at 4 fucking hours. We need to end.
Fuck it, let's just make it the longest podcast we've done. Let's break the 4-hour
It
mark.
is,
I
isn't it?
refuse. I refuse. I need to sleep.
It is the
bro.
longest podcast already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
20
we're
minutes
at
away.
3:38 right now. So
No, so it's not. We've done a 340 episode.
That's wrong.
Our third episode, I think, was 340.
The comedy episode?
I think it was 340. No, not the. Was that our third episode?
Yeah.
One of our episodes went to 340. I'm pretty sure.
Episode 5 was 4, right?
I don't even know
We
right
did
now.
the questionnaire or like the questions.
Oh no, 240. Sorry, I was wrong. Our longest we've gone is 320. That's a comedy episode.
Yeah, so we're past that now.
Yeah, way past.
So that, I've dragged out the podcast with existential dread and hot takes. You're welcome. We have a new record. I need to get some sleep.
At the start of the podcast, I was like losing my voice, I felt like, and I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how tired you guys are if I'm feeling tired.
I feel like I'm losing my consciousness.
I've been like slowly passing out in my chair here.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time summoning energy. Like, I can feel it in the way I'm talking.
Been watching this Halo clip on.
The what?
I don't know if you guys saw it. I posted a Halo clip in general.
Oh yeah, that shit was dope.
I've just been watching it for the last like 20
Oh
minutes.
yeah, Kotru, did you see the heavenly HPB thing I sent you?
Yeah.
When you wake up, heavenly pot.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite thing about Potemkin is the fact that when you talk about him, you can completely take it out of context. Dude, I fucking love pot. Pot is my favorite thing.
Weed epic.
You know? I mean, it is. I'm a big fan. I haven't smoked in a long time. I should really smoke again.
A long time.
It might help. And it's been like 8 months, actually, since the last time I smoked.
Maybe don't. You know, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. It'll help it might help my head.
That's fair.
A tweet from Violin Heroes.
I remember I used to fucking...
You should say a new tweet from Viral Heroes.
What?
Have their notifications on.
I know.
The way for
Just
Halo.
waiting for the Edelgard tweet.
Fucking... What was I gonna say? I remember when I was younger, I fucking hated that my dad smoked. Like, smoked pot, and I hated it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm never gonna touch pot. It's fucking gross. It's fucking disgusting. Because I grew up in I really didn't distinguish drugs from each other as a level of severity. Because I grew up in a family racked by them and had my childhood destroyed by them. I grew up in abusive families who abused a lot of different drugs. And so in my head, I'm like, yeah, all drugs bad. Drugs fucking ruined my life. And then I got older and I smoked for the first time. I was like, wow, this is fucking great. This is not what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
And
Weed
I
based.
kept smoking. Is it legal in Canada?
Oh yeah. It's been
Oh,
legal
fucking-
since like 2015 or some shit, right?
Siri, book a flight to Canada,
No,
please.
wait. No.
Not 2015.
No.
It was like 2 years ago or something.
There's no way.
What
Oh,
part
it
of
was
Canada?
Trudeau's like... He did it in his first... whatever, right?
It took a while after he
It
got
did take a while, yeah. Because what, he got elected in 2015, right?
I'll search it up.
Hell, it's still not even legal here, and where I live.
Oh, it was
it's only legal in
2018,
parts of
that's what it
America.
2018, okay, yeah.
That's
That was
3
a few years off, but yeah. That's 3 years ago. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think I quit when I was like in my first year of college. I stopped smoking weed.
Fair enough. I don't really smoke it, but edibles
Have
kind
you-
of based sometimes.
I've never done an edible. I've only ever smoked.
Oh, they're so... Well, I mean, they're
I-
disgusting, but they're... God, I love just feeling like mush. You ever feel like mush? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, actually, so in my high school years, I was a fucking party animal. Like, I was the opposite of what I am now. I would go out to every party. I would hang out with everybody. I would smoke, drink. If someone handed me something, I'd down it. I didn't care what it was. I think I've done a hard drug before because of that. Like, LSD or DMT. I barely remember that night. Because someone handed me a drink and I was like, drink this. And I said, fuck yeah! And I fucking chugged it. And then the rest of that night is hard to remember. But I had the opposite effect that you did the same effect that you did with drinking when I left high school. When I left high school, I haven't drank since. Like, I drank a little bit the year after, but I just haven't had the desire to drink. Because I don't drink to get drunk, I drink to be around my friends. And, not that doesn't happen as much anymore when we're hanging out. We're not at a big party. But I guess as a closeout story, I can summarize the time I woke up in a tree in someone else's yard, 3 houses down from the house I was partying at. So I got invited to a party in 11th grade. And I told my parents I was going to be out for the night, and I probably wouldn't be back for like a whole day, maybe a day and a half. And they're like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. I wanted to say I was off of work. I just might not have showed up for work. I don't remember. And I showed up there probably like 8 p.m. and we're partying all night. I remember I got like mildly intimate with some dude. We didn't go all the way. I was disappointed. And then I just started drinking. Like, just fucking anything I could get my hands on. Random cups off the table I would pick up just because I wanted to get fucking messed up. Because I was having a shitty week. Mm-hmm. And I walked into a room in this house. This was a 2-story house. There were only a couple rooms. And it was just loaded with smoke. And I didn't know these people, but I sat down. I was like, Shaw dudes, what's up? And they just passed it to me. And I didn't know what I was smoking. And I didn't give a fuck. And I remember a little bit more of the night. I drank milk out of the fridge. I remember that. I just opened a fucking gallon of milk. For some reason. I don't even think I was thirsty. I think I just wanted milk. And then my next memory was I had a shirt on and I had underwear on. And it wasn't the shirt I came to the party in. And I was laying in a tree 3 doors down from where I went to the party, and there were 2 fences in between where I started and ended. I don't know how I got there.
Talent.
I don't know why I was there, but I certainly was there. Since then, I have not taken anything that I didn't know what it was. Because, holy shit, I will never, there's nothing more terrifying than waking up somewhere you don't know, away from the place you thought you were going to wake up.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't even know how I got up the tree, because I am afraid of heights. Like, I don't climb trees anymore. I fell out of one as a kid, and I haven't done it since.
I mean, when you're drunk or whatever, high, either one, you're probably not caring about your fears as much. If you're to that point, you're probably just fuck it.
I don't think I was thinking.
Yeah, that's fair. Like climbing into a bunk bed.
You probably weren't.
What's that, Wind?
I said you probably weren't thinking when you went.
I don't think normally. Like, I'm no thoughts head empty the person. I can't imagine doubling that down with fucking like hard drugs because I can't remember it. Also, if we want this to be the longest podcast, we have to pad for more time because there's time to cut out because I had to take a shit and you were gone, Katra.
No, that's fine. They can just listen to the wind whistling or whatever he was doing.
I think he was listening to a song.
No, I went and checked on my dog.
You have a dog?
We were all gone.
Dude.
Good. Dog good.
He's sleeping outside.
Does your dog play funny games and speak English?
No, unfortunately.
Does he go ikum bokum?
The fish.
What? Alright.
I wish my dog did that stuff.
I'm falling asleep at my keyboard.
It'd be a little frightening.
They just tweeted like 4 times and there's no Edelgard.
What?
Oh my god.
Who's tweeting about Edelgard again?
Fire Emblem Heroes is not tweeting about Edelgard, that's the problem.
Can I'm gonna beat up Edelgard fans.
That's why
All
I
of them.
want
If
them
you
to
like-
tweet about Edelgard.
If you like Edelgard, I'm just gonna fucking walk up to you and I'm gonna fucking fast RC Hammerfall and Potemkin Buster you. That's just how it is.
Pumpkin's a cool word.
Oh, one last thing about gear. Kotcher, have you seen the clip from the first rollback beta or it might be from the second, where in the corner Assault does reversal, what is it called? Heavy Mob Cemetery, and then R sees it and then catches the jump with an air throw.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucked up. There's another one where on a mix-up in the corner, he does Tyrant Rave, R-Seed, and then does a fucking Wild Throw. So you block the Tyrant Rave, and then you get Wild Thrown. And because he was so close, the RC puts them in the stun state, like the slowdown.
Mhm.
So there's nothing you can do about it. You gotta guess. That shit's so fucked up, man. I love it. I'm so excited for Strive. I'm gonna fucking spend 100 meter to make somebody, and they're gonna eat 40% off of this command grab.
Hey. Alright. I think that's, I'd say that's a good spot to end it off.
Yeah, do the outro.
Thank you guys for watching. Much appreciated as always. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Essentialism. Good night.
Goodbye, o gozaimasu, I think.
Die. I hate you. It's not funny.